Hello everyone, welcome to the live stream here at Rally Voyageurs. My name is Christopher Bose with my longtime collaborator, not always on camera, but this is Adam Dowsett. Welcome, Adam.
Hi guys, really looking forward to bringing you a live stream from the Rally of the Voyageurs. Got to apologize, we had a couple of little technical issues right off the top there, but we're now streaming and we're going to be live for the rest of the event. Stage 5 is underway. As you can see behind us, cars are moving onto the stage, and it's already been quite an eventful race so far.
Let's quickly take a look at the leaderboard. Or are we going to we're going to go to a play out, or are we going to go to a leaderboard? It's crazy over here. It's a rally. We're here with our friends. Check this out. We got some leader results in. Let's let Adam run you through these.
All right, so we've got Michael Dimkovsky is leading the event overall, but with Marc-Andre Drouin right behind him, 6.1 seconds behind. And then right behind that, local heroes, James Drake and Ian Lance, 2.3 seconds behind. Then there's a big gap. Then there's a minor gap to
We're at, in third place, we got Samuel Joal, Marie-France Desmarais-Trepanier, only 2.9 seconds behind third place. It's really tight at the top. That four-way battle is going to be something to watch.
And then the other really interesting thing to see is Mark Tufanoff and David Bell in the only open class two-wheel drive car, leading two-wheel drive, right behind the leading pack.
We've had 4 stages, and there's been a couple of DNFs. We would have thought that Mr. Clark would have been leading the way in his Rally 5, his R5 Fiesta. Did not finish stage 2, had to get towed out. We had hoped that he would be rejoining us for stage 5 here. We have not seen him, so that looks like it's the end of his rally. That opens the door for a lot of activity, and that's where you see these top 4 guys all right there for that podium. And you know what, honestly, the overalls for the taking.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We have a big entry list for a regional rally here. 18 cars started, 15 cars are still competing with half the rally to go. As we see action on the stage as we go through this live stream, we're also going to include some interviews with the competitors. We're going to talk to Crazy Leo. We're going to talk to rally legend Alan Owell. We've got a stacked show for you, and it's going to be awesome.
We're going to get rid of this leaderboard for you so we can see the cars. And it has been an awesome opportunity to come here. We're a bunch of rally community people from the TV side, people who have been around this rally community for a couple decades or more, all volunteering their time to try to do a live stream, do it in a different way that fits this community. Here's our rally leader.
Here's rally leader Michael Dimkovsky and co-driver Simon Levesque. They're in a production four-wheel drive car, but they're leading the event, and they're out on the stages now.
It was their first rally here ever, and in this car last year. They had a good experience, lots of sideways action, I remember. Fun team to watch, definitely an up-and-comer. They're also supported by lots of training from Crazy Leo and Race Labs. So it's really cool to have them out here and showing such a good performance. It looks great.
They have a great car that's been prepared by Can Jam Motorsports. So he's got all the package and all the backing he needs to be a serious contender in both the regional and the national championship when he gets there.
The fun thing about this stage, this rally, is actually that it's a single road that we run in and out 4 times each, 8 stages total. You get to perfect your notes, perfect your driving, learn how to get better in different corner situations, try it again, almost like a test. Regional rallies are amazing that way, as we see the red test racing car at this stage.
Yeah, this is Philippe Dubé and Mathieu Taupin. Mathieu is a veteran co-driver, and Philippe Dubé is new to this car. 2021 championship runner-up Marc-Andre Brisebois commented on social media how much he really likes the paint scheme on this car and how much he's jealous that he's not here competing in it today.
That red test racing car does have some MAB stickers on it. I gotta believe that we could see him jump in the car. Look at the drone shot, man. That's great. This is awesome.
Gotta love the live drone. I mean, the technology, the way this has moved forward over the years is fantastic. And we're super stoked to be able to bring you these images live.
I gotta point out, we are monitoring the questions, comments from this feed. So if you have something to say, post it. We're going to connect with Fred Sincere, who is monitoring the posts, and we're going to see if we can answer questions or give you some feedback. Whatever you need, we're here. We're just a bunch of rally fans and rally friends hanging out, having a good time. If you're watching, we thank you so much.
Absolutely, and this wouldn't be possible without the volunteers, marshals, and other people dedicating their time to this sport. Mark Tufanov and David Bell on the stage now. They would be leading two-wheel drive in their only open class car in the field in two-wheel drive, but they had some difficulties in the first loop.
This car is very modified. It's not something you would usually see in two-wheel drive at this level. You kind of expect a two-wheel drive to be sort of entry level, a base package, something where you can really learn and thrive and not throw too much money around. But this one is highly developed, and when you have something so highly developed, there's chance for mechanicals that you may not have in a lower package, but man, when he's flying, he's fast.
Michael and Jessica Gielis next on the stage, and they're off to a hop. They're also local heroes and have done this road time and time and time again. Local knowledge makes a big difference. The first car has finished the stage, and that's the first car has finished the stage, and that's Samuel Joyal and Marie-France Desmarais-Trepanier in the wide-body open-class test racing car.
That is quite a beast of a car. I think Sam is still coming to terms with that car, but that car is a Canadian National Championship winning car. It is, I would probably guess it's the fastest test racing car that they've ever produced. It's a great piece of machinery. And it's interesting to see a new driver in that car and see what it takes to get fast in it. Now we got another two-wheel drive competitor.
That's Simone Bowman and Daniel Kelly. They're currently leading two-wheel drive in the old school Lancer.
You know, the old adage is slow is fast sometimes, and a front-wheel drive car doesn't have that spectacular sideways action, but it really does give you the ability to work the corners. It's really cool. Dwayne's over the finish line. Really interesting.
Yeah, we've got some times coming in now live from the finish. Jonathan Drake finished the stage fastest so far at 5 minutes, 0.8. We've lost the live timing there, so I'm sorry about that, but we'll get it back shortly. I'm sure it'll work moving forward. That drone shot again, it's just bonkers.
It's cool. The tech that we're using in this live stream is really fun. We have 8 entirely wireless cameras. We're covering over 8 kilometers of range. Done at a price point and a tech level that is palpable for Canadian level packaging, a regional rally like this. As we see Eric Vanderwall enter the stage.
This is one of my personal favorites. Eric Vanderwall in the Mazda RX-8. Love this car. And this driver and co-driver drive the car to the event, change the tires, and then change it back and drive the car home.
Everyone, if you meet a rallyist or a racer of any sort, they will tell you, do not race the car. You need to get home. But Eric proves them wrong every time there's a rally. He is getting a lot of rally per dollar, and it's a very good story. If you've been in the rally community, you know this story. You know he does this. He's been around a long time doing it. But if you're new to that, it's like, what a great way to get into the sport. Just running some street gravel tires. He uses 6 tires for a season of rallying. He's really good. It's really fun to see, and awesome to see him out here again this year. He was on the podium last year.
We
at
saw
this event.
We saw Michael Dimkovsky finish the stage. He was a little bit slower than average at this point. 5:06.8 is the time he posted on the stage. That's about 6 seconds slower than he's been running these stages thus far. Wondering if maybe he's encountering a little bit of trouble, or possibly it's just his overall lack of experience that's not quite there yet.
One of the things we were talking to Morton, who we just see on camera for a second ago, he was saying that as the road gets swept, as the soft gravel gets pushed aside, there's a middle part of the road that is fast and grippy. So as the stages go on, you got to be in this grippy part. But if you're extra wide or if you're pushing a little extra hard, you can end up in the soft stuff, and it will slow you down, and it's risky because you lose grip, you're in the ditch.
We have some times from the finish now. We can give you some scores. Dimkovsky with 5:06.8. Drake has posted the fastest time thus far with a 5-minute dead .4. Samuel Joyal and Marie-France Desmarais at 5:04.2. And Drouin and Briand at 5:10.8. It's a super tight battle at the top for this rally.
Man, that might be that. I mean, I had trouble keeping all those times clear in my head, but that might mean a leader change.
Yeah, there's not a lot of gap between the top 4 cars. After stage 4, we only saw a spread of about 19 seconds between the top 4 cars.
So still lots to play for. You can see this road. There's lots of different, there's tight, there's wide turns. Actually, and what you can't tell from this drone shot is there's a lot of undulation in the road. There's lots of dips and dives. It's a great learning road. It's a great road, period. Most people would love to be on this road as we're looking at Galipo.
Dan Galipo and Colin Turk in the 2-wheel drive production Fiesta.
Is this their first rally? I think I don't hold me to it. I'm just the announcer.
No, I think you may be faked out by the fact that this car used to be red, if I'm not mistaken, and they've rewrapped it in this gray recently for a little bit more style and pizzazz.
Well, I've been wrong before. That's a fact.
You're not often wrong. The Fiesta is an excellent entry point to this sport.
I'm standing beside you. You have to say that. So, I mean, great to see so many cars coming through. We've had 18 cars on the entry list. So far, I believe only 2 or 3 are out of the rally. Most are still doing it. If you get through this rally and you're a regional competitor, you've already won. Most people don't come here to win the event. Most people come to have fun, and it's a great day. You recce the stages in the morning, you race in the afternoon, and everyone's home by, I don't know, sometime, not too late. You get a good night's sleep if everything goes well. As we're here watching a vintage 323 take it to the stages. It's fun to see so many different cars and classes here. This is one of the advantages of rally. You get to see real cars on real roads, real fast. That's not my line.
No, that's the slogan for the Canadian Rally Championship. Real cars, real roads, real fast. And Michael Ketchum and Barry Spinner may not be the fastest competitors here in the good old-fashioned Mazda 323, car number 323. But it's an excellent car that has brought many, many, many teams over its many, many, many years to finishes. Always,
dusty.
Yeah,
Look
dusty.
at the dust.
Very, very, very dusty. This is a new competitor, Peter Tom and Jason Hain in the Impreza, production Impreza WRX wagon. We don't get to see a lot of the wagons anymore, although they used to be pretty prolific on the stages.
I love a WRX wagon. I also like a Subaru. Those were cool back in the day.
Are we allowed to say Subaru?
Their lawyers can call my lawyers.
Yeah, there is a lot of dust out there. The wind has been up and down all day. There's also forecast potential, a little bit of rain later in the afternoon, and that can completely change the character of the road.
The dust does seem to hang. I'm just watching this. I've looked at a lot of rally footage. We've produced a lot of stuff over the years. This looks dusty. I think some competitors are probably facing some combination of dust as we see Eric Vanderwall finish the stage and wait for the turnaround.
Well, the car still looks clean, so that means Vanderwall is one step closer to being able to drive the car home at the end of the day. But he's no slouch. I do believe that he's in second overall in the production, in the two-wheel drive class.
We talked about a first-time competitor. This is not a first-time competitor.
No, this is Jim Stevens, although he has a new co-driver here in Alex Dondish. Jim Stevens is probably the absolute veteran here, the longest-running competitor. One of his first rallies was the original Rally of the Tall Pines over 50 years ago.
And I said Eric Vanderwall is getting great rally per dollar. Jim Stevens is another guy who's getting a ton of rally per dollar. He's here a lot. He's at almost every Ontario rally. I mean, it's not a rally without Jim Stevens in Ontario. So it's pretty awesome to see him out here. That yellow Suzuki is not going to be the fastest car, but the smiles are big inside that car.
Don't count out the yellow Suzuki. It has been on the overall podium at Tall Pines, driven by, Frank Sprongel and Dan Sprongel.
We got Morton over the line. That's another car. Jim Morton clearing the stage.
Updating you with some times now from the finish here. We've got most of the other competitors had a much more difficult time than the top four. The slowest of the top four, which was Drouin, clocked in at a 5:10.8. The nearest time after that is Philippe Dubé and Mathieu Toupin with a 5:28.8. Oh, excuse me, no, I'm wrong. Mark Tufanov and David Bell actually pipped them with a 5:21.8, which probably starts pushing them back towards the top of the two-wheel drive class.
I think the dust is a factor here. I also think confidence is a factor. If you over push these roads, you do slow down. Things just slow down, and this is an opportunity to learn those skills. The middle of the road is going to be the fastest way forward, and if you get it out into the soft stuff, you're into some trouble. So, very, very interesting to see the times decelerate and not accelerate as people get more comfortable on these roads.
Totally agree with you there. There's so far overall results after 5 stages. Dimkovsky still leads with a 25:37.8. Jonathan Drake and Ian Lance 2 seconds behind him. Joyal and Desmarais Trepanier 6 seconds behind them. Drouin and Briand 1.4 behind third place
so that
for
means
the top four.
That means first to fourth is within 10 seconds. That's a 10-second gap first to fourth. That's a good
Pretty
rally
close,
in
yeah.
any rally. Really cool to see this happening here. And this leaderboard is also really cool to see Mark Tufanov, two-wheel drive, 6th overall. That's a result.
Yeah, he's bumped up to 6th now. And it's amazing. You get a regional rally, a one-road rally, a down and back, down and back, down and back. And to have it that close after 4 stages, or now 5 stages, is just phenomenal. We just got word that the course closing vehicles are on stage now, which means we'll be wrapping up the live coverage of Stage 5 very shortly.
So how does this work? Is all the cars have to clear the stage? That's what we're looking at. We're looking at a finish line over there. Clear all the stages. Then they send course cars the other way. That's car 0 or car 00. That tells everyone that the cars are coming the opposite way. That's how rally works. We always send 0 cars before the competitive cars. The roads are closed. There's no public cars on the road, so it's safe to go what you would call breakneck speeds or as fast as you can muster. Look at that. That's a nice drone shot. Looks like one rally car catching another, or it's a course car. I don't know.
Yeah, I believe those are the course cars that we're seeing there.
Those looks like sweeps.
Yeah, that's the sweep trucks. Again, got to give a big shout out to the sweep team. Yeah, they're in charge of pulling people out. And speaking of pulling things out, let's pull out and have a look at what happened in the first 4 stages of Rally of the Voyageurs.
Hey guys, thanks again for joining us. I am here at which was the start line of stage 5, will be the finish line of stage 6. And I wanted to give you guys a behind the scenes look of how we're doing this. I'm talking to our wireless camera, so we're gonna walk and talk. Come on this way. Over here, you can see this is the mobile truck that we're using to do everything. There's no satellite on this truck. We're using a lot of tech from Voyageurs. We're doing some connectivity stuff with cell phones and a lot of online technology. There's Adam. So we've just been hearing Adam. Adam and I have been watching the screen, getting results. There's a whole other side to this truck. So the point of this truck is that it is small. It is mobile. You could take it to a ski hill. You could take it almost anywhere. Whereas big remote trucks, just not possible. But if we come out over this, watch your step, camera lady. We have Amy on the camera doing an awesome job. And in here we have live switching. Normally in a live production, you might have 6 operators and stuff. It's literally a 2-person team. I don't know what you can see in there, but inside there's one director live switching, telling me information, giving me updates on what's supposed to happen. If you can get in there, let's watch your step. And we also have live graphics being inserted. A 2-person team can do all of this. We're also connecting to Bose Media's head office in Montreal, where we are doing feedback from viewers, and we edited highlight packs out of there. We'll be clipping out clips from this show to be posted to social. So it's a very cool, very versatile little truck doing a lot with a little. And the point of this is also to do it at a price point that is palpable for small or medium or large size business streamings. It's also good for levels of competition, levels of coverage that just doesn't have the budget to bring in a full-size NHL dome rig or however you want to see it. But this package is tight and compact and really excellent. So I appreciate taking a minute just to have a look at this. You know, we're doing this because we love rally. We're all rally people in one way or another. I've been a broadcaster of rally for over 20 years. Some of the technical partners that are working on this also have probably 40 years experience. I know camera guys that are retired, that came out of retirement to run a camera for this. And they're doing it all pro bono, volunteer, because they love the sport and would love to see a new way to broadcast it or present it. It's been a really cool opportunity for me to see this happen and to see the team come together and to support the community. And honestly, if at the end of the day, the people who like rally in Ontario watch this and feel like they got something out of it, then we've already won, and I'm having a fun weekend. So I'm going to send it back to Adam.
Thank you very much, Chris. Just having a look at the conditions out there, it is extremely dry and extremely dusty, but the clouds are rolling in and we might get a little wet later in the day. But right now, dust is a major concern, which is probably why we saw some of the times fall off for some of the teams. But despite that, still very, very, very close. Mark Tufanov posting an amazing time for a 2-wheel drive car in the last stage. He is showing that he is now leading the 2-wheel drive class again. And Michael Dimkovsky lost a little bit of his lead to Jonathan Drake. And that might be dust. It might be a question of experience versus not so much experience. Jonathan Drake has absolutely tons of experience on these roads.
You can see that we're preparing things at the turnaround there. Course car ready to go. Looks like a lineup of rally cars. We're pretty close to action. That's pretty fun. I'm also here with, I don't know how many championships you've won. Probably too many. For your ego. 6, I'm told, from the truck. Thank you. Alan Owell. Super. What brings you out?
I'm here to check out a rally. This is one of my favorites from early stages of my days in my own rally career. And it's not that far from Toronto, and we got a nice day for it. So.
Do you hear me? Check. There we go. I lost you guys for a second. He said he wanted to come hang out with the friends. I just think he wanted to come see me. It's been a minute. Talk about, you've been around the sport a long time. You've worked with a lot of sponsors. I know you've done a lot of years with Subaru, Lexus, Toyota, beyond. Talk about what you see when a series or the ability to promote the thing you're doing happens. Because, I mean, this is what we're here to do, to be able to get visibility in places that otherwise you don't get visibility. How does that affect you as a champion who's had to find budget and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, having an opportunity to do a stream like this live on YouTube is just fantastic for the sport. Potential opportunities for promotion for not just the events, but the series, the teams themselves as well. So to be able to come here and, you know, see how it all operates, it's really cool. And some of this tech is pretty amazing, to be honest.
We'll stop promoting the live feed. We'll stop promoting our truck. Let's talk rally.
Sure.
I've never rallied. I'm only a TV guy. But what I do know is what I think I know. And what I think I know is that you can develop some confidence that can be dangerous when you do the same road over and over. As a co-driver, you've had probably drivers who build a little too much confidence. You have to reel them back. Can you talk about what might be going on these stages and what to look for?
Yeah, here at this rally, the Voyageurs, it's an amazing event, especially to kick off the summer gravel season. But because they're using the same road multiple times, there may be a tendency for the driver to start trusting what they've memorized rather than listening to the pace notes. So as a co-driver, you always want to make sure the driver's listening to you versus just simply trying to remember what they have driven before, and just emphasize, you know, any of the tricky spots or dangerous corners that might be coming up, and making sure that they're paying attention to you and not just relying entirely on what they see and what they remember.
Have you raced this road?
I ran this rally several times actually. It's been a long time actually, but this was one of my favorites from early part of my career. It's a really fantastic one.
What stands out about this particular road?
The rhythm of the road itself, the character of it, it's a lot of fun. It's also very gentle on the cars. It doesn't have a lot of rocks or holes or anything on it. And the time of year, like running it right now, is also ideal because it's not super hot. And it's a great way to kick off the summer rally season as well for all the teams.
Let's get real self-promotion-y. For people who don't know, can you give me a list of the accolades of the amazing drivers you've driven with?
I've co-driven for Antoine Lestage for a number of years, primarily since 2014. Before him, I co-drove extensively for Patrick Richard with Subaru Canada for 6 or 7 seasons as well. Between the two of them, I think they've won something like 14 national championships, and I was both fortunate and grateful and challenged to be able to sit with them for a bunch, and I won 6 myself.
You also drove with Dave Mira. There's a little unknown one. Maybe not so many people knew that one, but that was probably an experience.
Yeah, co-driving for Dave was incredible. I was his very first co-driver, actually. I did, I think, 2 or 3 rallies with him when he was starting out. And I'd known him, obviously, as a mega X Games champion in BMX. And my brother, especially growing up, was a huge fan of Dave Mira because he was very into BMX when we were growing up. So to have the chance to sit with someone with that pedigree in other sports and help them, you know, learn the ropes and find their way in rallying as well, that was a really special opportunity.
There's been this connecting young drivers, new drivers to this road. This is a good learning road. Can you explain to me what you learn here and what you can take from this road to others?
This road is excellent for learning how to, you know, make pace notes, you know, driving techniques, and also shaking down the car. It's a good rhythm with a good mix of tight and fast corners, a couple of jumps, so you can test how it's going to handle those as well. And because they get multiple passes over the course of the day today as well, it gives opportunities to make maybe some suspension adjustments or tire adjustments, those sorts of things, and repeat the same road to kind of, you know, act as kind of a control. So it's a great way to shake down the car, shake out the cobwebs for the driver and the co-driver as well. So it's an ideal way to learn a new car and learn new tricks and techniques.
What, as a spectator now, as someone who's totally here as a spectator, what are you looking for when you watch competitors? Because as a TV guy, I look for something, but as a competitor, you're probably looking at different things.
I'm watching the times in particular, and I want to see how the cars and the drivers are getting faster. They should be getting faster over the course of the day as they get more familiar with the road and as the conditions evolve, because the loose stuff on top of the road now is well and truly swept away, so there should be more grip. And watching the times unfold as well, we're having a great battle for the overall lead, so I'm just to see how that shakes out and see if the pressure gets to anyone in the last couple of passes of the day.
It looks like stages have the speeds, the times have gotten higher as in not as fast. It seems like they've slowed the pace down. We are thinking it's dust. Is that what you're seeing?
It probably is the dust. The wind is coming and going. It seems to have calmed down a little bit, which is what helps keep the dust away. But yeah, if things are getting dustier, then times are definitely going to be slower, especially for the teams farther down the running order.
Perfect. All right. Well, thanks, Adam. I really appreciate the time. Thanks for fitting us in. I see the cars are not so far from starting. We're going to head it back to Adam. He'll give us the latest on scores, and then we're going to see what we have in terms of comments on the socials and see how we can respond.
Absolutely stoked to have legend Alan Owell on this stream. great competitor, great rally person. And let's just have another quick look at the scores before we start stage 5. As we finish stage 5 and start stage 6. Michael Dimkovsky leading the event with Simone Levesque calling the notes, 25:37.8 on the clock. Jonathan Drake and Ian Lance, the local heroes, 2 seconds behind them. Samuel Joyal and Marie-France Desmarais-Trepanier in the lead test racing car, only 6.7 seconds further behind. And Marc-André Drouin and Marc-André Briand, 1.4 seconds further back. That means the top 4 are basically within a 10-second window after 4 stages, and that means anything can happen at this stage. All right. Next up, we want to get involved in the social media aspect of this live stream, talking about comments on the chat. Here's Christopher Bose, and to talk to Fred Sancerre in Montreal.
So thank you for connecting with us. We are back here. We're going to connect with Fred. Fred, my man, how you doing? I barely hear you. Maybe they'll give me a little more level, but I barely hear you. How's it going over there in Montreal?
By live.
Cool. What are some of the comments that we're hearing?
We have someone from Belgium watching, so it's a first, I think, for the CRC live. Other than that, we have a lot of people that are just cheering for their team. Some are working on their cars.
That's really fun. You've been doing rally stuff for a long time. Is it a weird experience to be sitting in an office covering live rally?
Yeah, for sure. I'm not cold. I'm not dusty. I'm not too warm, so it's really special. I have a cup of coffee here, but it's nice to be able to look at my computer, look at the stage time. I'm even going on EWRC to look at the stats from everybody. So Mike Dimkowski only have 10 starts and not even 1,000 kilometers of rally. So it's really impressive to see him and Simon Levac in first place at the event.
You talked about not being wet or cold. I just want the camera person to pan over here. The clouds are coming. There's a chance of rain. This doesn't look so bad, but there are some dark spots. So you might enjoy that office space just a little bit more as we get back into the rally stages. And I can see here we have our first competitor on the line. I'm going to throw you back to Adam. Fred, when we come back to you, let's try to answer some questions. So fans, if you have questions, post them. Fred's going to write them down, and then let's have a Q&A. You and I are going to work through this. I'll see you a little bit, Fred.
Definitely. We're going to check back in with Fred Sancerre, and Christopher will talk to him again about further social media comments. So please post your questions, your comments, your thoughts, anything that comes to mind in the live chat so we can interact with you, the fans, in real time. We're getting very, very close to the start of stage 6. And 3 stages to go in this rally. Once again, the top 10. We're looking at Jonathan Drake and Ian Lance. They're in second place overall at the moment, but only 2 seconds behind the lead. There is no margin in it at all.
Slight disadvantage to be first on the road against your competitor, but I think after sweeping 5 stages, this being the 6th, the disadvantage is dissipating. So now if Drake is to make a move, this is kind of his moment.
Couldn't agree more. He needs to make that move now, because one of the things that will definitely be a make it or break it in this next stage is the dust. And being first on the road means he won't have to deal with that. But if the rain does come in as predicted, he won't have that advantage in stages 7 and 8.
Drake is no stranger to risk. He likes to send it. I think he's got a good chance here to take the lead if things go his way, or worse.
But again, with the top four so close, you can see Samuel Joyal and Marie-France Desmarais Trepanier in the wide body STI behind in the white, blue, and black car there. He also cannot afford to make a mistake on these stages because he might want to catch Dymkovski. But if he pushes too hard, he could end up being caught. It's only 6 seconds or so back to third place.
I'm sure rally competitors at this event are trying not to look at the times. It's a regional rally. It's not national. There's not a championship on the line at this stage of the game. But, you also kind of dream of a four-way battle for a win. And I don't know at this stage how much these guys are getting sucked into that, if any. I sure like to hope that they are because, I'm here for a show.
Yeah, couldn't possibly agree with that anymore. You touched on both the thrill of a close battle, and that's what all these competitors want. That's what they live for. They don't come out hoping to win in the service park by minutes. They come out hoping to win by fractions of seconds at the end of the event, having been just that little bit faster than their competitor. But at the same time, you also touched on the psychology. And this is where Drake probably also has a big advantage, not just being first on the road, but with the level of experience and specifically the experience he has on this road.
You saw that pink card that they just handed. That's the race card that the co-driver handles. It's a check-in time is told when they're going to go. I think I saw hand gesture 3 minutes. So that's our ETA, I suspect. So we have about 2.5 minutes till go on stage 6.
Having an overlook of the stage again there, you can see, despite the fact that the clouds are rolling in, it is still really dry out there. But the one thing that they have not added to this event is the dust window. You can actually see car 0 out on the stage right now. This is one of the course opening cars, and this is what closes the road and opens it as a race course for the stage to come.
Man, if the course car is shooting up that kind of dust, we're talking dust. That's a factor now. I take it back. Jonathan Drake has the best position on the leaderboard. First overall, not a disadvantage, absolutely an advantage with 3 stages left.
And I won't blame you for making the James versus Jonathan Drake mistake. I've made that a couple of times already on the stream. It's tough to keep them apart. They are brothers. They drive almost identical Subaru GCs, so yeah, it can be tough.
And there's British James Drake, who is probably listening to this, good friend of ours, and he's loving every time I make this mistake. James, go play with your kids.
Yeah, exactly. So car 0 has finished the stage. That means, assuming that they're all happy, the stage is hot and ready to go. We should be ready for action in just another minute or two. I think the reason that they haven't done the dust window is because it's windy enough that the dust does seem to be clearing fairly quickly.
I don't know. Look at that. Look at that shot right there. That is, 15 seconds in?
But they have a whole minute. We should make this note, unlike a national event where the top 5 cars get 2 minutes by default between them, here at a regional event, everyone just gets the same 1-minute window. This is a great opportunity also, once again, to thank all of the marshals, the volunteers, the organizers, everyone that has made this rally happen. Without them, we'd have nothing to show you.
Got to be close to a start line. But if you're watching this and you're not a rallyist yet, figure out where your local rally club is, join up, get involved, volunteer here, call up Crazy Leo, go to Race Labs, take a rally lesson. There's lots of rally schools across the country, or not across the country, but in your area. There's places to go to learn about this. It's a fun sport. It's even funner community. So if you have that opportunity, please take it up. This is a fun community to be part of, a good sport that can last a lifetime. I know. I've been in it now at this point.
Absolutely. Your local club is the perfect resource to get involved in any way, even if it's just to hang out and have some fun. Really, this is a super warm and opening sport. We would love to see everyone come out.
I'm pretty stoked. This truck thing, this live feed is going for that image that you're looking at is 8 kilometers away, and we're using some cell signals and some cool tech to connect us all, and it's really fun to see this happening. This is the first time we've done this. It's a really interesting project, and yeah, we're covering rally.
It blows me away. It also blows me away that we were able to assemble all of this tech, all the volunteers for the live stream, all the technical partners, and everyone is just, they love the sport so much that they're just donating their time. This is a completely volunteer-run stream, and it encompasses the rally spirit. I know that might be a little arrogant to say, but it proves that you don't actually have to be behind the wheel to have the rally spirit.
Sure, there's the odd breakup or whatever, but this is such it's an improvement. I've done live streams at numerous points in my career, and we've never done it with such an efficient package. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you're not going to go. Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Jonathan Drake is off the line. Ian Lance onto the stage, peeling away, and yeah, there is a lot of dust.
And you got to think that the guys that are sitting in the line behind him just going,
Oh, geez.
Huh.
Yeah. Going back to the technology, though, you would not get these amazing drone shots trying to stream this on an iPhone. Next up on the line, we've got Samuel Joyal and Marie-France Desmarais-Trepanier. Marie-France Desmarais-Trepanier was runner-up in the 2021 Canadian Rally Championship. Just missed out by a scotch. She is seriously fast for a co-driver.
the car is seriously fast. Samuel Joyal can be seriously fast. This at this event is a seriously fast package. So again, another team that you got to think is going to start ramping up the pace or taking advantage of less dust by being at the front of the field.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the wide body Subaru there is Jerome Mayu's ex-championship winning Subaru. It definitely has the speed, and they're on the stage now. If it hadn't been for with Clark not being able to continue the rally, they honestly could have been the favorite to win, and they're only 8 seconds behind. So there's still lots of chance for them to catch up. We've got Drurian and Briand on the stage. This is a relatively new team from Quebec. Chris, you talked to them earlier. What is their mindset?
Yeah, so we were talking to them earlier, and they were saying that they have a lot of iRacing experience, and that means they're quite sideways. And they're hoping to learn over the next few months. I think they're in contact with the 10-time champion Antoine Lestage to work on their notes, basically to move from this is the corner to this is the road, basically. If you could know where to place your car in the road as it's coming and not be surprised, you can improve your pace. And when you do that, you straighten the car. There's more propulsion forward and less propulsion sideways, as we now join Dymkovsky, who was our race leader, in fourth on the road.
Yes, they are fourth on the road. They are leading the rally on aggregate time, but only by 2 seconds. And with 3 cars worth of dust ahead of them, they're going to have a tough time keeping that lead.
We got to think that we're going to start to have cars coming through our race sections as well. We have cameras covering the last kilometer of this rally stage. So we're going to start getting live images as they come towards the finish line. We're also going to connect with them at the turnaround. They do not go to service, which is where you repair and update the car. We're going to keep them here, and we're going to have some live Q&As with the competitors and get a sense of how their rally's been going. So we have all these guesses. We think it's dust. We think it's clearing of roads. It's all these things. But now we're going to get the answers after this stage as Dymkovsky enters the road.
Yeah, and you made a very, very good point there that we should have made earlier on. We are starting this live stream. We started it on stage 5. We were a little late getting going, but we're rolling now. And that is after the only service at this event. So the competitors cannot afford to take a risk that will damage the car past the point that they're able to finish these last 4 stages. If they do, they're out.
Rally rules stipulate that no one can work on the cars except for the driver and co-driver. So no one can touch the cars. No service crew can come out. No one can support their team. They're basically on here to the finish line.
No, absolutely correct. And it's these rules that absolutely define the sport. It is a unique sport. For those that are new to rally, we are running one at a time. It's a timed sport. Best time wins. And the no touching the cars rule has caught out competitors before. Unfortunately, the penalty for any kind of quote-unquote illegal service is very harsh. It's automatic disqualification from the event. Now up on the line, we've got Mark Tufanov and Derek Bell. They're currently leading two-wheel drive, and we kind of expected that because their GT86, their Toyota GT86, is the only open class two-wheel drive car today. We can now see competitors entering the final leg of the stage here, the last 8 kilometers. Man, the dust out there is pretty severe, but Drake doesn't have to deal with that. He's got nothing ahead of him, and he looks smooth and fast coming up to the 100-meter board. And across the line, we will see if we can get a time. Coming into the finish control, Jonathan Drake finishes the stage clean.
Look at that dust. That is a dusty rally. Okay.
Yeah, it is extremely dusty. He has kicked up a big cloud behind him. The other competitors are going to have a really, really difficult time. He pips the clock at 4:56.0. That is the fastest time by at least a couple of seconds of any car on the stage so far.
We talked to him in the early stages. He was very happy that he had pipped under the 5-minute mark for the first time in his career at this event. So he's done it again. That's a great time. We thought the times were slowing down, but he's put in a burner. That might mean big things for James Drake. I know he's going to be happy. We're going to let him clear his control zone here, and eventually we'll see where all the cars sort of wait at the turnaround, and we're going to get to have some conversations with all these guys.
While you're doing that, Simone Levac and Marie-France Desmarais-Trepanier are about to finish the stage, and they clock in at 4:57.4.
Everyone's on it.
1.4 behind.
Everyone's doing it. We're all going under 5 minutes.
They're going
it's a party
faster
in here.
in the stage. So if Dimkovsky has not managed a 4:58 or better, he will lose the lead of the rally to Drake.
This is pressure. There is a pressure cooker happening, and it's called the Voyageur Rally.
Yeah. Let's see what they can do. I mean, and Samuel Joyal and Marie-France Desmarais got to be happy with that time. As Drouin Briand, they're coming close to setting their time on the stage. I'm really, really stoked. This is so close and so exciting. I can't wait to see what time they post.
Okay, so cars on stage, cars arriving. We're gonna get James. Maybe he has, Jonathan. Maybe he hasn't even caught his breath yet. But let's see. He's gonna be happy with the time. That we already know. But what it means is very much up in the air. So let's see them when they get out of this car.
While you wait for them to get out of the car, Drouin posted a 5:03.9, so not in the same league.
Jonathan, another really fast time, eh?
Yeah, that was an amazing run. We beat our last time coming back by like 3 or 4 seconds, so we're super pumped, and we're clawing back to first overall, which is we need to win this event to maintain the OPRC championship.
He just set a sub-5 as well.
Yeah.
And there's
time was his.
Great question.
Okay.
Let's see. Adam's live on. Maybe he can give us a time.
4:57.4.
4:57.4.
57.
So it's right at
you.
When you guys took to the stages, there was 10 seconds between you on this coming back this way. The top 4 guys were all within 10 seconds. So I mean, if Dimkovsky doesn't set a sub-4, I mean, you might be leading this thing.
That'd be amazing. That's what we're hoping for. We picked up 6 seconds on them going in. So if we can pick up a few more coming back and we keep it going, then that might work out for us.
Yeah, we saw the times going that way. They seem a little slower. You're first on the road. You're not facing dust. Have you talked to anyone? Is there dust on the road?
No, I don't think dust is an issue. It traditionally is a bit slower going in. I think you're going a bit more uphill, and maybe just the way the corners link up, there's sections you can carry speed.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay,
good stage.
Chris got a break in here. Dimkovsky broke the beam at 5:01.7 which is about 5.7 seconds behind Drake. That means Drake has moved into the lead of the rally.
So that puts Drake in the lead of the rally. Yeah, lead in the rally, my man.
Dymkowski has got to be disappointed with that run, even though a 5:01 on this stage is an excellent time. We've got Philippe Dubé and Mathieu Toupin now coming into the final section in the bright red test racing production class car. Let's see what sort of time he can post. While we're waiting for him to break the beam.
So I'm here with Samuel Joël. Man, un bon temps, un sub 5. Quand vous avez commencé le stage, il y avait 10 secondes entre vous autres et les top 4. Ouais. C'est proche en tabarouette. Travaille fort, puis lui, il a fait un 5-0-1.
Dans le dernier temps, il a fait 5-0-1? Ah, c'est bien.
Il y a du mouvement. Things are moving.
Je commence à avoir vraiment confiance aux notes avec Marie-France, ça l'aide beaucoup. Puis, faut quand même pas oublier que c'est ma première fois sur le gravier. Là. J'ai fait du personnage sur la neige, ça l'a aidé. J'ai fait Talpine aussi sur la, on va dire, glace. Puis là, ici sur le gravier complètement. C'est vraiment le fun, il y a beaucoup de grip, c'est vraiment, vraiment agréable.
Saying he's still learning the car, lots of grip, lots of things to learn because a lot of his other rallies so far in this vehicle have been on snow and ice. So, very happy with the time, sub 5. Lots of movement in the leaderboard. I think this is probably the fastest test racing car ever built. I think so. And what do you got to learn to get, to get the most out of it? Because it's got to be a challenge.
The challenge is for the braking. We need to braking very, very tall, I don't know in English, very, very late. And it's very difficult to know exactly where, because the car is fast and I know the car can make it, but I need to make it. It's on my way.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much. Adam, when we check in on the times?
Oh, it's a great time to talk about some time. So, Philippe Dubé and Mathieu Toupin broke the beam at 5:29.0, which is a little slow, even despite the fact that it's a production car. It's a little slow. Tufanov and Bell, on the other hand, in the open class two-wheel drive GT86, 5:19.1, which is very fast for a two-wheel drive car on a stage that tends to get slipperier as the gravel gets swept off the road. Great performances so far.
I'm over here with Mr. Dymkowski. How you doing?
Hey, I'm great. Thank you.
How was that stage?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's very tight at the top. At the top of the leaderboard, there was, 4 of you within 10 seconds. You were leading.
Okay.
Looks like you put in a 5:01. A couple of guys got into the 4s. Yeah. Honestly, I think you're probably in second place. I don't know, but are you paying attention to that? Are we in a fight right now? Because I called it a pressure cooker.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at the times. So
You should.
I should. Yeah.
It's getting real.
Yeah. Okay. But we're just having fun, honestly. Yeah.
So what have you been learning through the last couple of stages? Like what's improving, what's changing, what's adapting on these roads?
Yeah, just the roads are getting cleaner, so they're getting faster, and just trying to go faster and faster.
My understanding, I'm not a rallyist, never rallied, full honesty, full disclosure, but like the middle of the road is grippy, but then the sides kind of can end up where all the soft stuff is landed.
Yeah.
It becomes risky to be a little aggressive. Is that part of the strategy there? You just can't use the road. When it's all slippy, you use all of it, but now it's not.
Yeah, no, you have to be really on the line, because if you're off it, it's marbles.
So in the first 4 stages, it's like just run what you run, and now it's like grip management.
Yeah, it's pretty much following the line, and even if it's off a little bit, still follow it, because that's the grip line.
Cool. Looks like we got some two-wheel drive cars coming in. Adam, where are we at?
Great time to talk about two-wheel drive. So Mark Tufanov is still leading two-wheel drive. He did a 5:19.1 on that stage. And Bauman is still in second place in his Lancer. He posted a 5:20.4, so just a hair off of Tufanov's time. The battle for two-wheel drive is going to be very tight at this race, despite the increasing dust. And the dust is definitely becoming a problem for some of the teams. I can see that Eric Vanderwall has just come in. He's posted a 5:26.4. The top 3 two-wheel drive cars separated by less than 7 seconds, or just over 7 seconds. Can be a little tough to do the math on the fly.
I'm going to ambush a conversation here. I got Mr. Miller from ArcDroid, who's the main sponsor for this event.
One of the sponsors, yes.
Awesome. Thank you for supporting the
No
series.
problem.
I know you're a long-time rallyist as well.
Yep.
I asked where your car was, and you said not here yet. Can you elaborate?
Only a little. I have got another car. I'm not building it myself this time because I'm too old and too busy.
On Amazon?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. No, it's in France.
Very cool. So do you have a plan for a first race? Hopes and dreams.
Well, there's the possibility it's arriving in Montreal, so I may actually drive by and pick it up on the way to Beta Chaleur.
Okay. Well, I'm from Montreal, so if you need support driving out a car that's very fast and very scary, I can help you with that.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, the rally community is always here to help. Yeah. Back to you, Adam.
Yeah, definitely would be a great opportunity to spend some time with one of the most experienced drivers on the courses these days, Andrew Miller. When he's not racing, he's volunteering. He's also putting a lot of effort into promoting the sport, getting new and exciting people involved, and that's what the sport really needs. Looking at some of the times here, we've got Jim Morton has finished the stage with a 5:47.0. I'm wondering, that's a little slow, and I'm wondering if that's a dust issue or just a taking it slow and steady thing, trying not to ball up the car with 3 stages to go. Also looking at that battle for two-wheel drive. Oh, we've now got car number 77, Alton Gonzalez, and Mark Gonzalez finishing the stage with a 5:26.3, quite a bit quicker than their most equal competitor. Alton is new to the driving game, having just finished building that car and just having finished shaking it down. In fact, I think if you asked him, he would say that this is a shakedown. Loving the drone shots of the competitors on the stage.
We're over here at the turnaround, and we're noticing tire change. Might be a flat, might just be grip change, but however it is, we have action in the turnaround area.
And this is like we were talking before about service and the difference between service and illegal service. In this case, the driver and the co-driver are allowed. They are outside of the rally control zone. They are allowed to change that tire. If one other person touches that car, they are out, disqualified.
I think there's an exception to that rule. I think other competitors are allowed to help you, just not service crew and not outside people. Am I not correct with that?
I don't believe that's correct. I could be wrong, but I don't believe that's correct. I think that if you get assistance from other competitors, the rules change every once in a while in this sport, and I've been around the sport for about 24, 25 years now. So I may be remembering something that has been changed since. And if that is the case, I do apologize. More cars finishing the stage here. Car number 705, which is the cool little Fiesta there, finishing the stage with a 5:35.2. Not necessarily a bad time for a production two-wheel drive car. And again, slow and steady can win the race here at Rally of the Voyageurs.
So yeah, I after further inspection, I think the tire situation is a moving the good tires to the grippy side. Moving the tires to the grippy side, which is the front wheel drive on that car. So I suspect it's a situation where we're just putting the weaker tires on the back.
Well, can't blame them for wanting to do the strategy because they're very close. They're in a battle for the two-wheel drive lead with Tufanov, and they may be looking for that little edge of an advantage.
And if you're going to hang around and just chat with your friends, you may as well change a tire.
Yeah, exactly. Getting close to the end of competition here. We've got Michael Ketchum on the stage with number 323, the Mazda 323, which has been around the sport for a very, very long time.
Good, how are you?
But has always brought its crews home safe and sound.
So I'm over here in the rally turnaround with, are you leading two-wheel drive? I don't know. Adam.
I think so, but it's very close. It
Yes.
is very close. Yeah, we keep checking times because the guys in the Mitsubishi, Simon then. Anyhow, they keep staying close to us. That's the thing. Like, they're in the lower spec car, but they're full of enthusiasm, energy, and they're really trying hard. So they're keeping us honest. because we're hoping to build up a lead and then cruise to the finish, and they're doing a great job. So yeah, we're constantly checking the times, and within a few seconds, every stage after stage after stage.
Speaking of keeping ourselves honest, I said something. I said, this is a highly modified car, maybe up against some cars that are a little less modified. The benefit is you can go fast.
Yeah.
The negative is maybe more possibility of things to go wrong. I don't know your car. I don't know your situation. Well, what's it been like? How is there a lot of maintenance? What's the experience been in the car?
Quite a bit. So, open class car, it's the fact that it has a turbo, that it's not a factory turbo. So that pushes it up a class because the rest of the car is fairly basic, fairly standard. So turbo definitely helps. So we can make up the deficit that we have with the lack of grip, with it being a rear-wheel drive car, by just going faster on the straights. But then you carry a lot more speed, and then you have to slow down for the turn. So there are trade-offs. But yeah, that's really the only difference that keeps us in the open class. I am looking forward to seeing more open class cars showing up. There's a few in the pipeline, so I need that benchmark to keep myself honest against similar class cars.
That's cool. I guess turbo means more fun. I like
more choo-choo noises. Yeah.
Choo-choo. Boo-boo. More fun.
Yeah, more stuff to break. Yeah,
more stuff to break.
Last year we switched turbo. So year prior it was bone stock engine, stock transmission. As soon as we put turbo in, transmission started breaking, axle, suspension, you name it. So yeah, we're slowly working through our reliability growth program and getting there.
That's what I thought. That you strengthen one piece and then the next weak spot appears and then the next one and down the line. I see a lot of venting on your front. You probably had some overheating issues that you tried to solve at one point. You could see the evidence of work. It's all happening.
And then there's a little bit of character right here. That's from Rally Défi in Quebec.
That's the benefit of having a black paint job. You just got black duct tape and it's all fixed.
Yeah, but the thing is that with the turbo at Défi you have very long straights and a little rough, and you carry a lot the bumps a lot faster, and then some of them just bounce your car off the road. So that's what happened. So yeah, we got the car pulled out and we repaired it, and then we finished the rally. So it's an experience. That's why rallying is fun.
I love an honest rally interview. Thanks so much, man. It's super fun. Back to you, Adam.
Well, it's a good time to check in with the competitors as the last car now finishes the stage. This is Jeff Lance and Phil Hooper in the 1973 Ford Capri. And not the fastest car out there, 6 minutes 20 on the clock, but I'm sure they're having an absolute blast in the Classic Capri. There used to be a Classic division in the Ontario Performance Rally Championship, and I, for one, would love to see the Classic division come back. Looking at the overall scores after 6 stages, Jonathan Drake and Ian Lance take the lead by 3.7 seconds over Dimkovsky and Levac. Samuel Joyal and Marie-France Desmarais-Trepanier are another 4.4 behind, with Druyen and Briand 7.9 behind. So the total spread has increased just a little bit. I think we're up to about, 15 seconds total. But that's nothing on a road like this with 3 stages to go. Or no, excuse me, 2 stages to go now. A little bit farther back than that, we've got Mark Tufanov and David Bell now in 5th overall, leading two-wheel drive with a 140.8. Philippe Dubé and Mathieu Toupin are in the production all-wheel drive, the second test racing car, 6 seconds behind Tufanov.
Adam, I'm going to cut in. I'm here with longtime rallyist Jeff Lance. Jeff and I spent a day together at the Rally of the Tall Pines a couple years ago. It was a fun time. Jeff, how you doing in the car?
Doing okay here. It's a team effort. Both Phil and I have been running together for about 5 events now. This is the 5th. Man, it's coming together. We really enjoy working together.
That's awesome. What's the goal on a rally weekend? I mean, I've been talking a little bit about how a regional rally is a bit different. If you're in a national, there's pressure, and then when you come to a regional, you might pressure, but it's a lot of fun mostly, right?
Yeah, you want to drive the car back onto the trailer at the end of it, and hopefully we will be able to do that. So far we're doing all right, but yeah, it's grassroots, it's for fun, it's having that camaraderie in the car, getting the car to feel good on the stage and just really enjoying the atmosphere.
Having a stage that you repeat over and over, there's a lot of benefit to that. You get to learn, you're learning with your co-drivers. What is the challenge for you on an in and out 8 times kind of stage?
Figure out where I'm going wrong, what I'm doing wrong. And it gives me the opportunity to do that.
What did you figure out?
Keep your foot in it.
Oh, he's a chicken. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. Back to Adam.
Jeff Lance is one of the all-time greats in the sport. In terms of enthusiasm, in terms of attracting people to the sport through the camaraderie, through the positive energy, Jeff Lance is second to none. And even though he's driving a classic division car, he finishes far more races than he doesn't. And in fact, I believe it was 2006 or 2007, he even earned championship points, finishing 9th out of 9 competitors that finished the rally after 63 started. 63 started and only 9 finished. And
So
he brought it to the finish.
So we have sweeps come through. That's the making sure that all the cars have made it. No one is off or no one is hurt. Medical has come through. Car zero is not so far from going back the other way. This turnaround is efficient. We're going to be right back rallying. I already see some drivers putting on the helmets, getting ready to go. We are probably, don't hold me to it, 5 minutes from rally stage go.
Yeah, we're very, very close. And in fact, I can see from my little booth here, I can see car zero approaching the start line of stage 7. So just as an overview of how this rally is working, we talked about it briefly before, but if you're just joining us, this is a one-road rally, and they go down and back, total of 8 stages, so 4 repeats. And we're into the final loop of down and backs.
So Adam, we've been taking in some cars now. If you could drive one of these home, which one would it be?
Oh, this is a really, really tough call. I know we sort of bantered about this during the pre-show. I know you have a serious sweet spot for Eric Vanderwaal's RX-8. I don't know if you've changed your opinion on that. If you don't, I would happily take that car for a spin. But failing that, I got to go back to the 1973 Ford Capri. It just has it may not be fast, but it's got a cool factor that none of the other cars here have.
As someone who has made a career televising top-level rally with Subaru Rally Team USA or Subaru Motorsports USA and covering the national championship and the Canadian Rally Championship, I've always been partial to those top cars. The performance is so fast, so impressive, and the drivers have been so talented. I obviously swing that way, but you know, coming to Voyageur last year and getting my feet wet in the regional side of things, I find myself interested in seeing myself in a package like Eric Vanderwaal, who can run the car, drive it home, just have 6 tires for a year. And, you know, it's a story that if you're in this rally community, we all know about that story, but it is still cool to see him do it. Impressive that he does it time and time again. A racer would tell you not to do that. You need to not race the car that you're going to drive home, but Eric continues to prove people wrong. And it's really, really interesting. I mean, I'm still enamored by those top cars, those guys that are just 3, 2, 1 launch, and it's just so impressive. But yeah, I think it's a great story. And as we see cars come by, where's James Drake? Jonathan Drake coming to the line out of the service turnaround. So we are not far from rally.
Well, we definitely can't make it a drinking game because this is a motorsports event, but we'll have to keep tally of how many times we're mistaking Jeremy Drake for Jonathan Drake or for James Drake.
We need to tell all the James Drake every time I say their name they have to take a shot.
Yeah.
They're not going out tonight.
But don't be doing that because that's
definitely be doing that. Just don't say I made you do it. I take no responsibility, but all the responsibility.
Yeah, but going back to what you were saying, I can totally see the appeal of a fire-breathing 300 or 400 horsepower all-wheel drive weapon. And having done a little bit of rally training and a little bit of driving at speed, I will say that all-wheel drive does make a massive difference on the on your ability to drive quickly. It adds a margin to just about everything. But I don't know. If it was just for fun, I'd probably choose to drive the slow car fast than the fast car slow.
I think, but there's a moment right now when you have a 4-car battle within 15 seconds, and then your creative juices start to flow, and you're like, maybe I do want that car.
Could not agree with you more. It does totally encourage me, and having been to countless national level events for the Canadian Rally Championship and seeing drivers like Pat Richard, Antoine Lestage, Crazy Leo kicking it on the stage. We're hoping to speak to Crazy Leo a little bit later on the stream if we can track him down. He's somewhere here. But having seen all of these drivers at speed in the fire-breathing cars, sliding them sideways on the edge, I couldn't agree with you more. The adrenaline gets going even if you're just sitting watching.
If you're one of those cars that's behind this course car and you either just took time or you just lost time, this is a critical moment. It seems like there's a lot of time to be had on the uphill if you can commit, and even more time to be had on the downhill. So, it's anyone's race. It really is. And
Yeah.
you're a flat tire away from being off the leaderboard altogether.
Oh, and you just hit the nail on the head there. These drivers are so close that they're riding that edge. They want to be fast enough to catch the guy in front, but they don't want to be so fast that they make a mistake, they catch a puncture, they take a corner wrong. Even just taking a corner wrong and scrubbing 3 or 4 seconds, that's enough that the guy behind you is gonna catch you. And I just love these super tight battles. It's awesome. Car 0 is on the stage, which means we are very, very close to starting stage 7. We're hoping to catch up with Crazy Leo Erlichich from Race Lab and CanJam fame in the break between stages 7 and 8 while the teams are turning around in the gravel pit. Very much would love to hear from you. If you're watching the live stream, please post your questions, your comments, your thoughts. Tell us if we're doing a good job. Tell us if you think we could be doing things better. Please tell us what you'd like to see. The engagement is very important to us.
And if you're Alan Owell's mom, I know you're watching, you should leave a comment too.
Yeah, exactly. The weather is starting to take a turn here, and the wind is picking up, which should help with the dust, and the clouds overhead are looking... Yes. The clouds are rolling in, and the weather looks like it might be turning sour. We don't have a specific... We've been asked in the chat what happened to Sebastian Clark. We don't know specifically what went wrong with his car, but it wasn't an off. He did not have a crash or a collision. He had some sort of mechanical malfunction on the car that prevented him from finishing the stage.
He didn't finish stage. He was pulled out of stage 2 by sweep. No crash, no damage, just no go.
And it was in a condition where they had hoped to be able to invoke the rally restart rules, which even if you DNF an event means that you can restart the event at the next loop at the 30-minute service between stages 4 and 5, but it looks like they just couldn't get the car together in time.
It's one of those things, when Clark got that R5, that's a well-built, engineered piece of machine. He had been struggling in the past with cars that they had built or had supported by other rally teams and was struggling for reliability, trying to get through rallies. He can go, he can be hard on a car, and he's very fast. So he was hoping, but when things go wrong with these more engineered cars, it seems on a regional level or on a national team, it's harder and harder to fix it. So it can impact the ability to restart.
Absolutely. And I mean, you touched a little bit on it, but although the R5 is a little bit new for him, he's recently transitioned into it, so far, up to this point, it's been an excellent move for him because he has finished events and he's done very well in it. This is kind of unusual for him to DNF in that car, as opposed to the car he had before, which as much as he loved it and as much as he tinkered on it and as much as he fought to keep it going, it let him down more than it brought him to the finish.
And now we're going to change the game because I am experiencing rain. We just felt the first couple drops of rain here. Who knows how much? It looks quite dark headed stage side. So it does appear that rain is in the area. How much, we don't know. It could bring down the dust more. It might advantage later teams. But rain, is now a factor.
The rain is it's a tricky thing because initially when it starts dampening down all the dust, that's going to help the teams that are behind the leader. It's also going to make the surface ever so slightly grippier because it's going to become a little bit stickier. But very shortly thereafter, it's going to get to the point where that stickiness turns into a slick layer on top, but not thick enough to be able to wash any of that slickness off. And that's when the stage is going to get very, very slippery.
So let's quickly run through for people who have been joining us late. We are at the Rally Voyageurs. We are covering live coverage with remote cameras across the stage, 8 wireless cameras, all feeded back to us with live commentary. We are doing this with some great results. James Drake leading the rally, took the lead just a stage ago, 3.7 seconds ahead of Dimkovsky and Levac, Samuel Joyal and Marie-France Desmarais-Trepanier in third place, just 4.4 seconds behind them. It's incredibly tight, the top four, maybe 15 seconds total between from first to fourth. That's a battle that you would want to see in any rally. The rally consists of 8 stages, one road, in and out 4 times. Only one opportunity to fix the car at service after 4 stages. So we have been live for these last stages, and there is no chance to fix the car. You got to drive it to the finish, and if you want to win. And this has been an awesome rally so far.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're a competitor, you dream about having a rally this tight. I mean, 15 seconds between the top 4 cars. Any of them could absolutely could win this thing. 2 stages to go, 16 competitive kilometers remaining in the rally. It's too tight to call. And with the weather changing, that could add a whole other dimension.
It's also you repeat the same road. So if there's opportunity to learn from your mistakes and to improve, the times can improve. We're now seeing times under 5 minutes. That's very fast. Actually, I'm just going to snag him right here. We don't have the opportunity to get him on camera right now, but I managed to find Crazy Leo. Leo, a 4:57, I think, is the fastest time on the stage right now on this rally. That's a pretty solid time.
That's very solid, and yeah, the cleaning is obviously helping. I think the dust was not too bad, maybe for some cars, but not for most. I've asked around. And I think this is a great opportunity to learn, because to repeat the same road, this is like a super extended long test. It's very good for learning, for drivers, co-drivers, for car setup if you want. So this is awesome.
Talk about, we basically have a 15-second battle from first to fourth. You've done a lot of rallying. It would be a dream in every rally to be in a 4-way battle for the win with 15 seconds between you. I know you love rally. And the only thing you love more than rally is a battle in a rally. Talk about what these guys are facing with 2 stages left.
Yeah, it's of course the most fun. It's you never want to win by too much, and you never want to lose by too much. So being in the battle is always the best. I think the key for them is to kind of have fun now, because I was talking to some drivers there, and they're like, getting too tense. You know, you gotta remember to have fun. We have the best road, one of the best roads in the country here, closed down for you at a very reasonable cost. So yeah, the key is to have fun and not tense up, because why would you not enjoy it? This is an amazing sport, and guess what? We learn more from our failures than from our victories. So if you're not the one winning, if you're not the one at the top step of the podium, you'll probably learn more.
Jonathan Drake, first on the road. Earlier, I would have said was a disadvantage with the sweeping, but there's been some dust. You know, he leading the rally first on the road. Is this the position you would want to be in, or would you rather be a couple rows back?
Probably between first, second, and third now doesn't matter. Maybe it's a slight disadvantage being first, because from the previous pass. The lines are opposite direction pass. The lines are a little different. Plus, people at the back of the field usually take slightly different lines than the front. But then you do get an advantage of no dust. So I was talking to guys who were fourth on the road last pass, and they had some dust. And then the guys in the slower car, like 10, 12, two-wheel drive cars, they didn't have dust. So dust is marginal so far, and the road cleaning is very marginal. I think it's more fun to be first because, more fun to be first.
Because if you're not first, you're last.
Indeed.
What brings you out here, Crazy?
So it's always sad to not race, and before I started Race Lab, I never go even spectating rallies because it's just sad and depressing. But now that I'm supporting drivers, helping, coaching, it's awesome to be here. And this weekend, I'm not being paid or nothing. I just want to come out for myself. They put me out, they got me a bed in an Airbnb, loving it.
Yeah, me too. No one's getting paid on this rally circuit. We're all here making this live stream for fun and trying to learn and show what some interesting tech can do. I've told a lot of people this, but it's pretty cool. You're someone who has tried to put together rally packages, sponsorship deals. You know the value of coverage and accessibility, and you also know how hard it is to get coverage at rallies. Live coverage with live action, it's sort of a magic equation that's always been elusive here in Canada. Can you talk about what it would mean for you to see more coverage like this?
Yeah, as Drake sends it down to the first corner, that was nice to see. So yeah, of course, live coverage is awesome. It's something you can show your sponsors. I already sent the link to this YouTube to even some small partners we're talking now. It's great to see, and it's a lot of work. It's also cool to see all the equipment you guys have out here, and I don't know what you're gonna do with this if it rains heavy. So good luck.
That's a problem for another minute.
Yeah, but it is honestly very good. How important it is.
He looks good. He looks good.
Yeah, and it is, you can take this to sponsors and you can make a case for yourself, even if you get some oil for free for the guys who are just starting. That's still a couple of $100 here and there. So it does help.
Man, he's on it. Drake wants this win. I know he's leading the Ontario Production Rally Championship. He needs this. Oh, as Dymkovski enters the stage now.
Yeah, this is, if I can jump in here, this is the battle that we're really looking at here. And, of course, Jonathan Drake is going to be right on the edge because he's just taken the lead of the rally, and he knows that Dymkovski is going to be all over it, trying to get that back going into the last stage. The battle between these two through these sections is going to be epic.
That's dust. That's some dust.
Yeah, look at the dust out there. It is truly murky. It's windy. You'd think that it'd be blowing it out, but
Leo,
it's
what
not.
are you seeing?
Yeah, this has got to be slowing Mike down for sure, because that was just like you couldn't see where to brake in that one.
Yeah.
It looks like a bad corner. That looks clearer. It doesn't look so bad, but certainly, as a driver, once you lose confidence once, it can affect the rest of the stage or at least a couple corners.
Correct. One thing again, I tell them, if you're in the dust, stop complaining about it, not to use the other word, and just learn, because guess what, every rally there's something, snow in Personnage, dust in other rallies, so learn to drive to the notes, use this as a learning opportunity.
You gotta trust your co-driver.
And you gotta trust your co-driver, as Crazy Leo just said. If you are interested in any kind of rally training, definitely give Race Lab a call.
Okay, test racing car coming through with Simon Joyal and Marie-France Desmarais-Trepanier. Wow, that's dusty. That is a factor. That might, I don't know, to call it that's a big effect on this outcome.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. It is definitely going to change things up. We've got the top three cars now on the stage. The total separated by only like 8 seconds between them, and any of them could take it. The test racing car is seriously fast. Next up on the line, we've got Drian and Briand. And they're off.
You've done some sim racing, right, Leo?
No, actually, I haven't, and I'm lagging behind. I know two things, that a proper rally driver should practice on the sim, and I'm actually working with my European coaches to build a proper rig here. We already even got the space for it here in Orangeville. But I also know that if a person starts too much sim and no real car, that's also bad. You do develop bad habits. We for sure have people who come to us and they're like too jerky, too aggressive. So yeah,
sideways.
Too side, and yeah, exactly. So it's like yeah, I should be getting into it, but some other people should be getting less sim but more real thing.
It's 'cause I brought it up because we saw Dwayne. He was saying that he has been a sim racer and he's learning to try to straighten the car because it's just such a different mentality. So interesting to see him improve his times as we look at the red test racing car.
Philippe Dubé and Mathieu Taupin ready to start the stage. They're one of the fastest production cars here this weekend.
Woo!
And still the dust. It's windy down here at the start, but the dust is just clinging to the air.
Yeah, this is the worst the dust has been all rally. We've been here all day setting up and seeing action from the stages. This is the worst it's been, for sure.
But, I mean, at the same time, it's getting darker and darker and darker out there. It doesn't really come across on camera, but the dark clouds are rolling in. It feels like it's going to start raining soon.
Yeah, it's a little more turbulent here. But the irony is you'd think the wind that we're feeling would help the dust, and it's just not the case. We're seeing a car that looks like oh no, never mind. Great drone shots. It's really cool to have the live drone.
Mark Tufanov and David Bell leading two-wheel drive in the Open Class GT86, as it kind of should be, given that they're the only Open Class two-wheel drive car. But that car is seriously fast.
We got to be getting some time soon. I mean, we got to be close to a finish line. You got to imagine. There we go. There's Jonathan Drake over the finish line. So that would give us a new benchmark to start thinking about.
Yes, unfortunately with the clocks at the far end of the stage, it does take some time for those times to get back to us at the satellite truck, at the broadcast truck. As soon as times start rolling in, we will let you know how the battle for the top four is going. It could go any way between the top four at this stage.
Leo, you got some money on a winner?
Of course, Mike is going to take it.
Oh. You have to say that.
And I'm sure that's got nothing to do with the fact that he's been coached at Race Lab, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, and even if he doesn't win, it's still a win because he's only rallying second year. How about some of his competitors at the top?
He's doing great. He's doing great. Oh, I think it's amazing. We were here doing a series called Stage Life that we did for Novus last year, and it was his first rally, and he was real sideways, and he's come a long way. Clearly, he's now fighting at the top.
And this year he's gone past second stage and didn't roll.
Hey.
He did roll in his first rally here on second stage.
He said it wasn't here, it was Black Bear.
Okay, same road, different rally.
Same road, second rally.
Yes, okay, second rally, yep.
Well, yeah, I remember seeing the footage last year. He was very, very sideways. Oh, look, okay. We have two times.
We have two cars have finished the stage now. Dimkovsky
2
posts a
seconds faster.
5:01.2. Jonathan Drake a 5:03.0. Drake holds the lead of the rally, but only by a tiny margin.
Oh my God, we're talking a second or something with one stage left to go.
It is, the split right now is 2.1. 2.1.
So the overall gap now between Jonathan Drake and Michael Dimkovsky is 1.9 seconds with one stage to go. I
Yes.
did give Mike one tip to change something on the car for the way back. Let's see if that works.
Long time ago,
Oh.
2008, Crazy Leo was at Rally Personnage, found himself in the lead of the rally with one stage to go. And if there's one man who knows what not to do, it's Crazy Leo, because he did not finish that stage. But I did happen to remember that Canadian champion Pat Richard came to try to calm you down. What did he say?
Something like just try to keep it on the road, and we had a big lead because Antoine went off, I think, or something. So it was handed to me. To be clear, I wasn't that fast by pace, but I was psychologically nowhere near to be ready. National Rally back then was like bigger deal than now going to Mars with Elon Musk. Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't psychologically ready, and that's why I could have cruised in third gear, and I just stuffed it.
Yeah, well, you learned a lot, I'm sure, from it.
Yeah, and it's still great fun to learn and, improve. And then, now when we lead the rally, it's like no big deal psychologically.
Eric Vanderwall on the stage.
And breaking in here with finish time from Samuel Joyal and Marie-France Desmarais-Trepanier splits the difference between Dimkovsky and Drake. 5:02.8 at the end of the stage. I don't think that bumps them up, though. I think they're still in third.
That's a hold steady. But boy, it is going to be a barn burner on the last stage. My goodness.
Dorian and Briand, they're a little bit slower. They've taken a 5:09.5 on the stage, so I think that knocks them down just a hair, but I think they're still well ahead of 5th place.
Back at the start line, car 77.
Yep, Jim Morton is no stranger to the mentality of keeping it going all the way to the finish. Let's see how he manages to through the first couple of stages.
I believe that's Alton Gonzalez.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
I got the car numbers mixed
Morton's
up.
got a sponsorship deal with him. That's really cool.
I'm terribly sorry about that, Alton. Alton Gonzalez and his father, calling the notes, Mark Gonzalez, are both members of the organizing club, Kitchener-Waterloo Rally Club.
As we've been putting this live stream together, they've been really cool with us. They've helped us, given us the information we needed to produce this. It's been really fun working with them. So we're very thankful for the organizers who have had our backs and you've seen the benefit of having this live stream.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out to the Kitchener-Waterloo Rally Club. They're all amazing, amazing people. Still waiting for times from Philippe Dubé and Mathieu Tupin, but I imagine that they finished the stage very clean. They're a very, very conservative team. Talking about fun cars to get started in rally with, the Fiesta, the two-wheel drive production class Fiesta, excellent option if you want to get your feet wet. It's a well sorted out package. Certainly not the fastest car on the stages, but that's not necessarily the most important thing when you're just getting started.
That's a good rally package. I mean, you're having fun all day.
Absolutely. Front wheel drive, easy to drive, lots of zippy power, good handling, and spare parts are cheap for when you inevitably break stuff. So we did get a time from Philippe Dubé and Mathieu Tupin at 5:30.2. I'm wondering if that's a dust situation or if it's lost their nerve situation or had a mistake on the stage situation. Mark Tuvanov has finished the stage. No time for him just yet, but I doubt he's given up much in terms of his lead in the two-wheel drive class. Loving the drone shots. There goes Jim Morton.
Yep, that's Mr. Man.
Yes. Again, very experienced, not going to take any risks, especially with the dust hanging in the air. I cannot believe how much the dust is hanging in the air, despite how windy it is.
Yeah, and I mean, like, we are getting gusted over here by the truck. We are like hunkering down for shelter because it's cold wind. And look at that shot. Look what they're facing. Clearly in the deeper woods, there is not the same clarity. Here at the quarry, obviously, it's nice and clear.
Mikael and Jacek Gielis finishing the stage, probably also very clean. Their goal is always just to finish the rally in one piece.
Adam, I think they actually had really good pace today. I didn't follow all the stage times, but they were up there 5th or 6th in a non-turbo production class car. That is actually very quick.
Well, it is, and it's about time, considering how much time that they've spent together as driver and co-driver in that particular car. They've got it well sorted out.
And don't underestimate old cars. Those GCs are light.
Yes, that's another big thing, and durable. We have the time now from Mark Tufanov in the two-wheel drive class, 5:24.5, which is pretty average for the two-wheel drive class at that level.
Are these guys still our two-wheel drive leader?
We'll have to wait to see what Bauman's time was, but I do believe that they're still the two-wheel drive leader.
Only a couple cars left to enter the stage. I'm seeing the sweep guys. So we're close to end of stage 7, which is amazing. It's been fun to have this stuff, and the moments just fly by. It feels like we've been on the air for about 4 minutes.
I know I mean, and that's been helped by how exciting this event has been. I can't talk about it enough. 4 teams spread by 15 seconds in the top for the battle for the win. I mean, they're making it happen for us. The teams are making it happen for us. They're keeping it exciting, and that's what's allowing us for this time to just fly by.
It's also really rad to be able to get this much coverage on the road. We genuinely get a sense of who's competing at what level when when Jonathan Drake came flying through, you understand why he's leading the rally, because he's just really punching at a high level as we see Eric Vanderwall finish the stage. Another clear stage for the commuter driver, as I would call him.
The commuter driver. That's fantastic. Yes, the Mazda RX-8, which is close to my heart, and looks clean. Looks like they're one stage away from being able to drive that car back to Brampton, Ontario. And
his address is no.
The final car has started the stage. That's Jeff Lance and Phil Hooper in the 1973 Ford Capri. Not a Mercury Capri, Ford Capri, which some people call just a long wheelbase Escort.
There's one more.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. Jim Stevens and Alex Dondish will be wrapping up the stage for us.
Got to say, this rally has gone off on time without a hitch. No drama. It's been pretty cool. Good for the organizer. Organizers like to be on time, so excellent work on their behalf.
Knowing Martin Loveridge, the president of the Kitchener-Waterloo Rally Club and the organizer of this event personally, if he heard that, he'd be cringing, saying, "You need to knock on wood before you say something like that."
Listen, I like to live on the wild side. What can I say?
Yeah, well, you can invoke Murphy if you want, but I'm gonna duck and cover when things like that get said.
Jim Stevens, last on the road.
Yes.
In the
Suzuki
Swift.
Chiclet. The Suzuki Swift. Yes, this is actually a 4-star Motorsports prepared car. It was a factory 2-wheel drive car, and its best finish ever was 3rd overall at Tall Pines. I believe that was 2005, if I'm not mistaken. Really interesting to see a car of that nature be pedaled that quickly. But Crazy Leo has some experience with that because he's pedaled his 2-wheel drive car to an overall podium at Tall Pines in the past.
Probably didn't look that different than this car right here. It's maybe a more modern Fiesta. You were in a Focus, right?
Here in Canada, yeah, in a first-gen Focus. We actually think that might be a slightly better chassis if you're building a car in North America, mainly because it has independent rear suspension versus a solid beam on a Fiesta. Solid beam is not as good for handling, but also they bend. Back in M Sport days, they would actually give us free beams. They wouldn't charge us because they just bend. So I don't know. Obviously, if older Focus harder to find parts for, but might be a quicker package.
Interesting.
Yeah, really, really interesting to see the different ways to put together cars. And I guess the other thing that you could say about doing a first-gen Focus is overall you're probably going to spend less money building a car like that than you would be building a Fiesta
All right.
chassis.
So let's check out results after 7. Jonathan Drake leading the rally by 1.9 seconds over Michael Dimkovsky. Samuel Joyel third, 6 seconds back. Samuel would probably need the drive of the day to find himself in the winning position. Marc-André Drouin, 14 seconds back. He's kind of faded away from a potential win, but still, I mean, what a great drive. Might be a 2-horse race for this last stage.
And we've got Tufanov still leading 2-wheel drive up to 5th overall. Bauman only 9.7 behind him. I mean, it'd be a tough thing to make up that 9.7 with only 8 stage kilometers remaining. But it is possible. Philippe Dubé and Mathieu Toupin in the second test racing car, rounding out the top 7. Great stuff from Rally of the Voyageurs, which we are proud to present to you live on YouTube. One stage left to go here at Rally of the Voyageurs. One stage, stage 8 coming up. 8 kilometers for the win.
In a moment, we're going to head over. But we're going to.
Full plus 20. You.
And we are back here at Rally Voyageur, our live stream that's been on the air for over an hour now. It's pretty awesome. And I see Fred Sincere is with us. Fred, thank you for joining us again.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of people with us online today. It's nice to see everyone on YouTube commenting from all over Canada, but we have someone from Germany, someone from Belgium, and of course a lot of people from Ontario. So yeah, it's cool to have everyone there.
Cool. We're going to get to questions in just a second. It'd be fun to talk about it. But first, it wouldn't be a rally without a rally dog. Hi. Would you like a microphone? So what's our first question, Fred? What do we got going on?
We had Jeremy Drake there that was asking if the end of the stages were at the same time every time.
I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time catching that. One more
We
time.
had the Jeremy Drake asking if the end of the stages were at the exact same place every time.
Yes, they are. So there's two. The markers are all set up, and so the start is the same and the finish is the same. They're different. When you leave and the finish line is not the start line coming the other way. They're in different positions. You need more runoff to slow down, but they are very close. But they remain the same on every pass. So that's the answer to that.
All right, he was asking because the times are getting faster and faster. Did you get any more rain?
Yeah, so it would appear that just the topography of the land going this way, so on stages 1, 3, 5, and 7, slightly slower. It's a little more uphill, and apparently the way the corners are made, they maybe don't connect quite as fluidly. On the reverse, you're coming a little more downhill, and some corners connect a little nicer. Apparently there's time to be gained there. That explains the discrepancy of the times one way versus the other.
All right, well, we have a lot of people cheering for all the teams at the top, a lot of Ontario teams, so and thank you for the commentary and everything.
That's super cool. Awesome for everyone to send us those comments. We appreciate it. We thank you for watching. We're very excited to be here and proud to do it. And I'm personally kind of proud to see how well it's working and to see the tech work and to have so many, some of my mentors be involved in this and pull me into it and work some stages, and their kids are working the stages. And, you know, there's no one here that doesn't love racing and rallying, and it's why we're doing it. So it's pretty awesome. That's regional rally at its best. It's really fun to be here. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sending us those questions. Fred, thanks for spending your Saturday at our offices, and thanks to your wife for letting you do that. That's pretty cool.
All right, talk soon.
So we'll check out the scores one more time, maybe. Well, let's as we head over to Adam.
Yes, let's have a look at the scores if we can get them up on the screen. I can read them off of my sheet here. We've got Jonathan Drake and Ian Lance leading the rally with one stage to go, 35:38.8 on the clock. But Dimkovsky and Levac, 1.9 seconds behind. That's less than half a second a kilometer to make up. Samuel Joyal and Marie-France Desmarais-Trepanier would have to pull something out of the rabbit out of the hat in order to make up 6 seconds to those guys by the end of the stage. And Drouin and Briand rounding out the top four, 14.6 seconds further behind. The battle has stretched out just a little bit going into the final stage, but with only 1.9 between the top two cars, it's looking extremely, extremely exciting to the finish.
Adam, it's time to get your raincoat.
Yes, that's the other big thing that's happening here. Unfortunately, you can't see it with the leaderboard up, and not sure it would come up on camera, but it's starting to drizzle.
It's funny. It makes you wonder, like, is it raining over there? It's raining here, but we thought, oh, it's so windy, there's no dust, but there's dust over there. So it's very funny. This is one of the things about the 8-kilometer stage. Something that's happening over here doesn't necessarily mean it's happening over there. It's very intermittent rain, so we really just don't know what's gonna actually be generated by the amount of rain that we have. It's only time will tell. One stage for all the marbles.
Yeah, that's it. And I mean, you're talking about, you make a good point about different conditions at different sections of the stage. The competitors really have to be on top when the conditions are sort of uncertain and changeable right now, because you could end up in a situation where you've got grip in one corner and then suddenly no grip in the next corner. And if you're not prepared for that, if you don't have the experience behind you to manage that, you could find yourself in trouble very, very quickly. Talking about some of the mentors that are out here, Christopher mentioned that. Thank you very much. Really want to give a big shout out to Lawrence Partington for helping us put this together, and for all of his mentorship and advice through the years, and helping Christopher and I basically get our careers started. Also out on the stage is Claude Garapy. Both Lawrence Partington and Claude Garapy are Canadian Motorsports Hall of Fame inductees, and it's awesome to see them back out having fun on the stages again. Another big shout out to Joel Robinson, who donated a lot of the technical equipment for this event. Another person who has spent many, many years at rallies. We really appreciate his support as well. And of course, we couldn't complete this conversation without thanking all the marshals, volunteers, and people that help put these rallies on. Without you, we wouldn't have anything to show. Thank you very, very kindly.
You can see the rain. It is not heavy, but it is there.
Yes. Wondering if that's going to...
Camera up, Amy, with the shot to show you just exactly what's happening over here.
Yep, doing a great job. We wonder if this is going to change the conditions, if this is going to knock down the dust and affect the speeds.
Leo's been hanging around still, even though he's not been talking. Leo, what amount of rain, when does it actually have an effect?
You want some rain now for higher grip. It'll pack down the powder a little bit. The first couple of cars will definitely benefit. I guess cars 2, 3, 4 will benefit from less dust. And then, yeah, it'll only get sloppy if it rains more, but it's been so dry, I wouldn't worry about it now.
This is not that much rain. So does this have an effect? Or are we just wasting everyone's time?
Yeah, we're just keeping them on the edge so they don't tune out. But
oh, it's all about the TV.
But yeah, so right now, of course, where we are, it's not a lot at all. It doesn't make any difference right now.
It's good to know. Amy, we don't need that shot anymore. It doesn't matter.
Also got to give a big shout out, by the way, to Nathan Usher, who's from Sneak Attack Rally, who has, and Rally Safe, who has allowed us to bring you the live scoring for the event.
Leo, you're about to say something.
Yeah, just a small note about the different stage times. Uphill, downhill is probably correct and likely is correct, but also the stage is 100 meters longer. First stage is 100 meters longer than the second because how the marshals are spaced, so that'll give you a bit of difference. Yeah, slightly different. Okay, we hear a little more rain. Stay tuned.
Yeah, it did just, not for drama. It actually did just click up a little bit. So rain is becoming a thing. Our camera team our tech team is now trying to see how they can cover equipment. It's that level of rain. It's happening.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to have an effect on the stages, the conditions, the grip level on the stage is going to change. Maybe for the better, maybe for the worse. We'll just have to wait and see. Getting close to the start of Stage 8, the last stage of the Rally of the Voyageurs. If you're just joining us, the top two competitors, 1.9 seconds between them. Could go either way.
We should also, speaking of thanking people, we should also thank the owners of the quarry at the end of this road for letting us use the road twice a year now, right? We're lucky because a lot of roads now in this part of the country are too wet and too soft still to use. But this road, because they hold a lot of heavy rocks, it actually is in great shape, and we're really lucky to have this as our fun and training ground.
Yeah,
very true.
Absolutely. We definitely want to thank the Parnells, the Parnell family who own the quarry, for allowing us to do this not once but twice a year.
For years now.
For years and years and years. And they're not just generous in terms of letting us use the road. They're into it. They're into the sport. They're out there typically at the flying finish each year cheering the teams on. So really, really thank the Parnells. Awesome people. And without people like that, without generous people like that, this sport just wouldn't happen.
And the rain calms down. I don't know. It's going to be a real game time decision. We were just noticing that a gust of rain, and it's sort of chilled out now. So, looking at the clouds, I don't see anything too dark. I can't imagine that we're going to get a real high level of rain. I think the rain problem is off the table. There, I said it. Rain off the table. Everyone, get on your FanDuel bookings and make your bets, but I don't think rain's a factor. Called it.
So it's really just going to come down to who can pull out all the stops on the last stage. I mean, at this point, it looks like it's going to be the veterans, Jonathan Drake and Ian Lance, versus the young up-and-comer, Dimkovsky, and maybe Joyal and Desmarais Trepanier in there with the wild card should something happen with each of those guys.
So yeah, we have 79 people watching live on YouTube right now with the 1.9 second difference for just 8 kilometers left. Let's ask our followers, our viewers, who they think are going to win, the experience with the Drake or the new guy with Michael.
We can't ask Leo. He's bought and paid for. So we need the fans to tell us who's going to win this thing.
Yeah, there's still time. There's still time for you to post in that live chat who you think is going to win, and they're time stamped, so we'll know who is telling the truth and who is who is playing the game.
Camera up, Amy. Who's going to win?
I have no clue.
Amy's at her first rally. She's done awesome, doing starts and finishes and interviews. If you saw me on camera, we thank Amy. So awesome. Again, thank you for volunteering your time.
The clock is counting down towards the start of stage 8.
We've had some quick turnarounds. This one doesn't seem so quick in my eyes. Maybe the tension's too good, but I'm ready for some rally action. Can someone tell the organizers that I'm ready? But Chris Bowes is ready for some racing.
I'm sure they know that Chris Bowes is ready. I'm sure that they know the fans are ready for the final stage here at Rally of the Voyageurs. If you've been with us since the start, we very much appreciate you tuning in. If you're just joining us now, we very much appreciate you tuning in. And even if you haven't caught a lot of this live, get out to your next rally. Contact your local rally club, get involved, and have some fun.
All right. Well, the word on the street is that Team Drake is getting most of the positive comments. Sorry, Leo. Well, we'll see if they're right or they're wrong, but the Drake family is clearly watching the stream.
I can't say that I'm all that surprised to hear that people are probably putting their money behind Drake. He does have the experience advantage. That probably does make a bit of a difference with a gap this tight going into just one more stage.
So you can now see how much raindrops are on the car at the start line. I'm pretty sure this would not affect the grip on the road. Maybe a little less dust for cars behind, but this won't affect the grip.
Yeah. It's not a lot of rain. It's a couple of speckles. So it's a straight up battle. Yeah. Drake doesn't have the dust factor. Wouldn't have been a factor for him either way because he's first on the road. But, rain not being a factor either means it's a straight up who keeps their foot down and who can't. So we'll see. It's, we're just a matter of minutes away with the black Novus car on the line. We're bound to be racing before we know it.
I got to say that Drake is probably really thankful that he's got first on the road position. If the rain is not coming down, then that does give him a little bit of an advantage if he can kick up a bit of a roost behind him.
If you could imagine that rain is coming, you would also want to be first. The faster you can get through this stage, the less risk you have that the rain shows up for real. Mm-hmm. So if rain is coming, and it is forecast to come at some point, if it is coming and you're racing the clock to finish, first on the road is the spot to be.
Couldn't agree with you more. Just a couple more minutes, and we'll be back to rally action with Stage 8, the final stage at the Rally of the Voyageurs.
It's this has got to be the worst moment or the best moment in rally. I mean, like, there's nothing I've been in,
The
like,
anticipation.
Yeah. The last moment before it all happens. So it's like 2 minutes till airtime, or in this case, 3 minutes till final stage of the rally.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a car at the start line, and often first car, you don't know when they're gonna send you. So you're thinking about, okay, my brakes are now cold, my tires are now cold. That's not good. And then you kind of don't know what to do. But the key, I think, is to relax and just try and enjoy it. And you see F1 drivers sometimes kind of close their eyes, sit next to the wall, listen to music, and try to chill. That's, I think, the best thing you can do at this position.
Yeah, I've had the opportunity to crew for some fast drivers in my rally past as a service person on teams, and it always surprised me how relaxed they would try to get before getting in the car, before putting on the straps on, because they didn't want to jump their energy too high too early, because they could find themselves not having that energy reserve when they're out on the stage.
As you can see Michael behind the Drakes.
Oh, he's got to be just gripping that steering wheel as tightly as he can. Like, let's go. 1.9 seconds. I can do it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, big smile.
That's a fake smile. That's a fake smile.
I taught him not to death grip the wheel before the start.
Ah, okay. You see?
And if you're in a battle like this and your competitor enters the stage, that shot of them just must be a moment.
So, okay, I've seen so many times top guys start ahead of me, and I always thought of one thing. Oh my God, they are living it now. He's already like deciding how late to brake at that moment, and he's already over that crazy jump, and I'm still here. It's like you're in a different universe when you're on stage. That's what I was always thinking.
Leo, you're often in a different universe. You're built different, I gotta say. I have to say, this just popped into my head in this moment as we were talking about, start line etiquette. As someone who's often filming the top cars, I always have this, I apologize. I'm going to apologize to all the rally community for filming the top three guys and then walking out. And I've had a hard time making eye contact with all those cars in line as the TV guy leaves, So anyway, we're here doing a live stream covering every car, and it makes me feel pretty good about that. So
yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. It is a treat that in this format we can cover all the teams, all the action, from the very fastest open class all-wheel drive fire-breathing turbocharged monster, all the way down to the beginners or to the classic competitors just out for some fun.
We have not seen a course car here at finish line, so I suspect that's what we're waiting for. Is for them to clear the course, say it's okay before Drake and Lance can enter the stage.
It should be any minute at this point. We should see them come into camera range. We've got the last kilometer of stage covered with cameras, including a live drone. I've just been informed that Zero is in the final kilometer of the stage. So assuming they're happy with the condition of the stage, the course will be hot for competitors.
It's actually really important now, if you're at the start line, to remember that your brakes and tires are very cold. Tires, most importantly. The turnaround also, they didn't have the time to warm anything up. On this stage, I used to put it in my notes in the first few straights, like cold tires. Kalle Van Perre, who ended up being two-time World Rally Champion, crashed in one of the rallies, like on the first corner. A lot of other people too. And we see car Zero clear the stage. But yeah, it's really important. Hopefully nobody makes a mistake with those cold tires in the beginning of the next stage.
We're going to take a quick second, run some cool images. We'll be right back with you. This is the Rally Voyager live stream.
Full class 20. You.
And we are back. And competitors, the The course car has confirmed that the stage is hot and ready to go. Competitors will begin the stage very shortly, started by rally leader Jonathan Drake and Ian Lance.
7 of 8 stages completed, one final stage, 1.9 seconds separating the top two. We're going to have a photo finish, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be for the marbles. And as Jonathan Drake and Mr. Lance are sitting on the start line, the nerves have to be building. This is a 2-car race to the finish.
Absolutely. And you can't count out Samuel Joyal and Marie-France Desmarais-Trepigny in the test racing wide body WRX STI. If either Drake or Dymkovski have any kind of trouble on this stage, they could take it.
We talked about this earlier. If you run the stage over and over and over, you can create this sense of confidence. I can just go a little deeper into the corner. I can push just this much harder. And you can make a real mistake. And if there's a stage that you will do that, it is this one. Because there's really nothing left except for a great result here. I see brake lights. I think we're going any second now.
Got to get the cool 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown. Love this moment in the sport. Be interested to see how much of a roost he kicks up.
We think 10 seconds. This is for the win. Drake versus Dymkovski. 1.9 seconds, and the first of the 2 contenders are in the stage. This is it.
Yes, it's going to be an extremely exciting run to the finish, and it could go either way.
Now the question is, who has the right balance of self-preservation and outright pace? Because it is that balance. You don't get to see your competitor beside you. There is no door-to-door. There's no reference point. They are not getting real-time tracking in their car. They don't know if James went extra long that one stage or decided to play it safe and cool it down. It is a mind game in your own head, executed through your feet and your hands for a victory.
And it's made even more difficult at an event like this, which is a down and back on the same road. And that's because each time the cars complete the stage, they've swept the road. In a traditional rally where you're only using the road once or twice, it becomes much more easy to see the braking points and turn-in points of your fellow competitors.
Second car.
With all of the gravel swept off the road, it's much, much tougher. Dymkovski is in the stage. Won't be long before we see them come into view on this beautiful live drone shot.
Man, I am jealous of them and glad it's not me.
I don't know. I think that if I had to be at an event like this, if I was in their shoes, I think this is about the perfect scenario. I wouldn't actually care if I won or lost, but to be this close to the finish, absolutely fantastic.
I mean, my take on regional rally is it's really about friendship and fun. And there's people competing, but it's the happiness and the joy in seeing your friends and this community that's so much fun. And then for a battle like this to appear is kind of a bonus. So here we are with 3 guys that can take this win. And, the rest of the field is probably just chatting with their friends and isn't it cool? And my car had this thing happened. And, it's the joy of rally is that there can be heroes and also just friends, and everyone's in the list of entries, and they're all doing it at once.
Samuel Joyal and Marie-France Desmarais-Trepigny now on the stage, only 6 seconds behind Dymkovski, and in that Subaru Impreza, the X Championship winning Mayu car, they're still in it with a chance.
Yeah, no one is writing anyone off. In fact, I think the more you put pressure on those top guys, the more things are open.
Absolutely. Drouin and Briand have been fourth on the road for the entire loop, and they're doing very, very well in, fairly, young and inexperienced team at this stage. Lots of sim racing experience, but, now putting it to good pace on the actual stages.
We just keep looking at this drone shot thinking, man, there's going to be a little car that's going to pop up any second. and we'll start to get a sense of really who's going to win this thing.
And one of the reasons why we keep cutting back to the drone shot there, waiting for the cars to show up, is because we do have this little bit of a gap in our coverage on the stage. We don't know who is going to show up first in our frame, and that's going to tell us a lot about what's going to happen on the finish line. Super exciting.
You can cut the tension with a knife.
I know, I was just in the moment, lost in the moment, waiting for the moment and the excitement to happen. There's Mark Tufanov and Derek Bell leading two-wheel drive with one stage to go. I think they have enough margin at this point that they're not.
We're just seeing split times here, and they literally matched it, 135 to 135.1.
That's
the first split.
That's Drake and Dimkovsky.
Yep.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
That's good news for Drake. Oh my goodness, here's Drake. We're coming through here now.
Drake coming
Look
at
at the
the
dust.
end of the stage, the last kilometer. Look at that dust.
Oh.
I can feel it in my teeth even from here.
Oh, he's going for it. Look at this.
Yeah, he's leaving nothing on the table. 100-meter board coming up to the flying finish. Whoa, yes.
Oh, and he's through.
In just a few moments, we'll have the time come up. He clocks in at 4:55.8.
55. That's his best.
4:55.8, I believe, is the fastest time all day. Period. Full stop.
Well, you
He
saw the
just set the
shots. You saw
fastest.
he looked fast. I mean, he looked fast. You can see him down there. They're just going to check through the time control. We're going to grab a comment from him. I'm sure he's ecstatic with that run.
Oh, yes. The tension is high now. What can Dimkovsky do?
There's Dimkovsky.
He's coming into the final kilometer of stage.
Did he have another level? Could he find 2 seconds above the best time of the day?
I can't say
come
that
on.
I can't say that I've ever been this excited to see a finish time pop up. I'm on the edge right now.
4:55?
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what we read.
What's that?
That's what we read.
Good.
Yeah,
Now,
that's the
how about
time.
Mike, how did he do?
We're waiting. We don't know yet.
We don't know. Yeah, we can't go much faster than that. We were fully committed the whole way through, so.
We have been enjoying this 2-second gap for
Chris,
the win.
gotta break in,
You put on quite a show.
Got to
Yeah, it
break
was
in.
an amazing day. Ian did awesome on the notes. The car.
Why don't you just hang out here? I'll tell you what the time is. Adam, do you got a time for me?
4:53.7. Dimkovsky takes it by 0.
Oh my God.
2
He set
seconds.
a 4:53.7. I think you lost by 0.3.
0.2.
Well, hey, congrats to Mike. That's unbelievable. That's a fast time.
0.1.
Wow, unbelievable.
Wow.
Why don't you? I mean, you should come. You should make
0.2.
sure. I mean, we should come. We should talk.
Times aren't official yet, but it
Aren't
looks
official.
The last stage we pushed. I'm wondering what the times were.
By 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yes, Leo. Yes. Oh man, we did it. Yeah. 2.1. 2.2. Yeah.
And you did it in the second half of the stage. We were watching split.
At the split, you guys tied. You were 1/10 apart, and you were 1/10 down, and you pulled it out. What? How did you find that end time? That difference at the end?
I referenced Colin McRae. Go flat out.
When in doubt.
That's it.
Man, what a great result! Congratulations.
Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Leo was cheering pretty hard for you on the live stream, so I told him he was bought and paid for.
Who's this man? He is the man. Thank you.
Great work. That's a result, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, to pull that kind of a time out of his hat. No one had set a 1:53 all day. 1:55, we were impressed. But this man right here just pulled out a time that I don't think he thought he could hit. What a result. Behind him, Samuel Joel is going to certainly settle for third. that's your victory. I mean, my goodness.
Samuel Joyal posts a 4:56.9, which
Where
is
do I
his
say, told you
fastest time
so?
for the day.
Mike absolutely dominated the last stage, right? He
no,
won
that
it
was-
by 2.1 seconds. No, I'm kidding about dominated. This close! This close!
What I just heard was Leo's buying the beers tonight. Right?
Sure, with Mike's credit card.
Mike's buying the beers tonight. We'll see at Bolton's Cafe in Bob Cajun. Amazing. We still have more coverage. Cars are still coming in. We're going to stay with you to the end. Thank you for watching this live stream. That was awesome. What a great moment. And let's see how the rest of the cars do. There's still a two-wheel drive battle. There's lots of coverage here to be had. And man, everyone is pumped over here.
Samuel Joyal and Marie Frost and Marie Trepanier post 56.9, which is their fastest time for the day. But
That's a good time.
It is not enough. It is not enough. So the provisional win going to Dimkowski, followed by Drake by 0.2 seconds after 8 stages of racing. I'm speechless. It's
The FIA called Formula One would like victories to be that close.
absolutely. Dorian and Briand have finished the stage. They hold position. 5:01.3 is a very, very good time for them. Philip Dubé and Mathieu Toupin, a 5:28.0. Very good time for a production class car. I think that will keep them in position.
You know, we talked so much about the dust. I don't think it's affected. Everyone seems to be putting in their best time on their last run. We'll see if we can talk to the test racing team. Ça a bien été aujourd'hui?
Oui, ça a bien été. C'était une bonne école, des beaux stages qu'on peut faire régulièrement, plusieurs fois, puis on corrige les petites erreurs, fait que c'était très payant.
C'est la première fois dans cette voiture.
Oui, dans cette voiture-là, oui. Mais ça fait, il y a 5 ans, je suis déjà passé ici.
Okay.
Ça fait longtemps, il n'y a rien de pareil.
C'est pareil. Mais, bon rallye, merci, congratulations. He said these roads were amazing learning opportunities, and he's loved to be able to go in and out and get the stage times. He had a lot of fun this weekend. We hadn't talked to him all weekend. I'm glad we got him on the live, and what a fun experience. I'm shaking. I'm still insanely stoked about that win. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I guess we won't talk to the winner of two-wheel drive. That was his choice. Well, let's see what we can pick up next.
Mark Tufanov does hold on to the win in two-wheel drive with a 5:15.0, which is very, very fast for a two-wheel drive car on this stage. Looks like the Gielises are going to be clean to the finish. Just waiting for the time.
Well, this is the story of proving that the TV guys don't know what they're talking about. Dust was not a factor. The rain was not a factor. We said a lot of things and meant all of them, and none of them were right. So at least we can say that we're officially wrong.
I think you also have to consider that the level of competition is best in terms of courage and skill from all the drivers, but especially the top two drivers. So we can be forgiven for overestimating the condition factors. The Gielises post a 5:27.2 on the last stage. I think that keeps them in the same position. Pretty decent time.
See if we can get a word in with these guys. How was your rally?
It started off fantastic, and I completely threw it away in stage 6. We did a complete pirouette in front of the spectator section, and kind of got stuck for a couple of seconds.
Lost
and
20 seconds more or
so
less.
we threw the whole rally away. But we had a lot of fun. It was great, and we'll be back next time for sure.
Wheels are on the ground, windshield's intact, ready to race. Congratulations on a fun. And sure, you're gonna have ups and downs, but it's fun to finish. Oh, we appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
Alan and Kelly do everything they can to try and take the two-wheel drive lead at the end. It's not quite enough, but they did the fight right to the end.
We finished second.
They finished second.
Second place. Good result for you guys.
Hey, yeah, we didn't even know that until right now. So
we're looking at the times. Come on, man.
No,
we're racing.
not today. No, this is only my fourth rally and his first one. So yeah, we weren't looking at the times today. We just came out for a good time and had some fun today. That's for sure.
What's it about this road that makes it such a good rally?
It is a quick road, that's for sure. No, it's super quick. It's wide, it's fast, it's a lot of fun too. There's not too many corners that can jump out at you. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. It's perfect for beginners such as ourselves.
Great result, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Have a great victory beer on me.
Eric Vanderwall manages to finish the stage just a couple of seconds behind, and he maintains third place in two-wheel drive. Also looks like he'll be able to drive the car home.
So she's survived another rally, my man. Good job.
Survived another rally. We can drive her home. It's been a great day.
That's awesome. Looks like third overall for you. Pretty cool.
That's great news. Yeah, we were trying to fight off Dan. We weren't sure how close he was going to get to us as we fought a couple of gremlins on the car here, but by the sound of it, we've pulled it off. So
what was creeping in?
Well, we've had a front right caliper that's been seized most of the day, so it's hard to push the car from the back when the front is trying to pull you back the way you came. So it's been a bit hairy, but we've survived.
Right on, man. Congratulations on a good result.
Thank you.
Another good result from Alton and Mark Gonzalez.
Alton, this is your first event in this car?
Yeah.
What a good result. You had a good time?
Yeah, it was fantastic. Picking up speed throughout the day, just set the fastest time on this last stage here, so I'm ready for more.
Man, this rally surprises you. There's always something going on. I know you've been in your own battle, but we had a victory at the top by 0.2 seconds. It's just been a wild thing. And I mean, tell me why this road is such a good road to rally on.
It's just fantastic. I mean, you get all different conditions, all different variations in corners, blind crests. It's really the whole package, and it's fantastic. Such a fun road.
Awesome, man. Congratulations on a fun rally, man.
Thank you.
It's been such an incredible experience covering this rally for you live. We really appreciate it. We're just about done with competitors on the stage at the Rally of the Voyageurs.
Gentlemen, how's your rally been going?
Rally's been awesome, man. Started off slow, but conditions actually changed. We got our shit together, and we started flying.
Whoa, we're live.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Good
Bust
time.
your bum.
Actually, it was awesome. Couldn't ask for a better day. Colin, anything?
Great time. Had a good time sending it.
Fantastic. Getting quicker and quicker and lots to work on, but we figured out what we need.
All right, boys. See you at the bar, okay?
Thanks a lot, man. Take care.
Great attitude, great energy from a very fast two-wheel drive car.
I keep hoping everyone's going to stick around and see me at the bar, but I think everyone's going home. I'm not going to lie. I'm just trying to wrangle in people. I just figure we could just wrangle them in. No, don't. Toronto later. Bob Cajun tonight. Let's do it.
Absolutely. Here comes Jim Morton, and obviously did a great job right to the finish there. Little bit slow, 5:49.5 on the final stage, but you know what? Taking it home with the shiny side still up, always a good thing.
We talked a little earlier. You were having a blast. Are you still having a blast?
Oh, very much. Great day. So it was good stage. Thank the marshals for all the work they do to let us guys get out there. That's the main thing.
Yeah. How did those last couple of stages go?
Better. We got into a better groove. You know, they're cleaned off. Just there's a little bit more grip now.
Yeah. Cool. Well, anyway, a good day when the rubber side stays down and you had a smile on your face.
Great. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Bye now.
All the best.
Alongside Jim Morton, we have to thank all of the marshals and volunteers and everyone that helped put this rally on. We have to thank everyone that helped us put this live stream on for you. It's been an absolute blast. And we have to thank the competitors for putting on an absolutely awesome show for us.
We got a couple more cars. We'll talk to a couple more people. This live stream is winding down soon enough, but we want to say thanks so much for watching. It has been really fun. It's gone super well. So cool to see the technology working the way it has, the truck to go do as well as it has, our team to get you all this visual and the coverage. It's really fun. And for the competitors for giving us a great story. I mean, honestly, I don't think driving over here from Montreal, we would have been expecting a finish like that in any of the classes. It's been a good story and lots of camaraderie and happiness. So let's see if we can get another car here.
Well, hello.
How you guys doing?
Well, we've got an old car, but it's very yellow, and apparently it's putting down some pretty good times today.
It is yellow, I'll give you that.
Yes, that's probably a very important part of any race car is to be
That's worth a quarter second a mile.
That's pretty much it, yeah. And then we put a bunch of stickers on it, and I've been told by a reliable source that they're each worth it something like 2 to 5 horsepower each, so we're doing really well.
That adds up.
But the race has gone excellently so far. It's over now. All we have to do is survive the drive home.
Whatever you do, don't put it in a ditch.
Whatever we do, you better not put it on a ditch now. You don't have any excuses, right?
No sympathy.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Okay.
congratulations, guys.
Thank
Sounds
you
like
very
you're gonna
much.
last.
Thank you.
Awesome attitude for
That is a regional rally interview if I've ever seen one.
Yes, exactly. Couldn't agree more.
How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Fantastic. It was awesome. That was the best run of the day. A lot more confidence since the start of the day. And I was foot down as much as I can. Fantastic.
Is this your first rally?
First rally, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you must be just
Yeah, just like, yeah, vibrating.
So we'll be at Bolton's tonight. We'll see you at the bar, okay?
Absolutely, sir.
All right,
Thank
man.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Take care.
Getting down to our last two competitors, Jeff Lance coming across the flying finish now in the 1973 Ford Capri. In terms of rally spirit, I don't know that anyone tops Jeff Lance. Should be coming into the finish control very soon. We'll hopefully get a comment from him. He posts a 6:23.7 in the old Ford Capri. Not terribly fast, but safe. We had talked earlier about the different cars that we would love to take for a spin, and I think this is the one that I'd like to take for the spin the most. Right behind him is our final competitor, Jim Stevens, with his new co-driver, Alex Dondish. Jim Stevens representing the absolute veteran end of the sport.
Jeff.
Yep.
You got her to the finish line. That's a good day.
Yeah, and I think this time I kept my foot in it.
Hell yeah. How did that last stage go?
We're just working out the time, but I think it might have been a personal best.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's kind of the joy of this rally, that you get to try things over, and like a regional rally in general, it's just about learning and growing and having a great time. It's fun to see your son doing so well at the top.
How's he doing?
Well, we're live, huh?
Yes, give him.
He lost by 0.2 seconds. Second, he lost. He didn't lose. He finished second. That's a great result. They put in a 4:55 on the last time, and then they got pit by a 4:53. It's just, I mean, you can't make this stuff up.
Well, if
those
they
are
did
killer
4:53 on this road in these conditions, they earned first.
Yeah, they did. It was quite a battle. People were just losing their minds over here. But anyway, it sounds like you had a great day as well.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks so much for coming out. Thanks for talking to me, man. We'll see you next time.
Take care.
Let's see if we can get the. You want to talk? Jim Stevens doesn't talk with his mouth. He lets the driving do the talking.
Yes. And
so we're wrapping up the live stream. It's been super fun. It's that we want to thank everyone for just putting in the time to watch it, putting in the time to make it, putting in the time to think about it, and the organizers for putting this all together with us. It's been a wonderful experience. My name's Christopher Bose. That was Adam Dowsett. He's going to run you through the results one more time before we sign off. Adam, take it away.
All right, it was an extremely exciting finish to the end here. Michael Dimkovsky and Simone Levac win the event on the last stage by 0.2 seconds over Jonathan Drake and Ian Lance. Closer finish I can't remember. Samuel Joyal and Marie-France Desmarais Trepanier bring it in home in third, 9 seconds further back, and Drurian and Briand 19 seconds further back in fourth. Mark Tufanoff and David Bell win two-wheel drive with a 209.5 behind, followed closely by Simone Bowman and Dan Kelly, 13.5 seconds behind the lead in two-wheel drive. Absolutely fantastic finish in all classes here at the 2026 edition of the Rally of the Voyageurs. We've been very proud and very grateful to present this to you live, and we will hopefully see you all out on the stages in the near future. Thank you for watching Rally of the Voyageurs Live.